I was Floyd and he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit.
Yeah.
As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't never.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? We back to build on this good boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. Y'all already know. Catch this on the playback. Smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on. And don't be shy. Come say what's up to the fam. Come build with us. Come chop it up. Come laugh. Come complain a little bit. You know. A little bit of everything. Shout out to the JBT family and everybody that's entered the raffle. You know, if you want to enter into the raffle, it's $10. You have 3 gifts. I know y'all like that 10th generation iPad for the tech nerds out there. You know, I know y'all like a good old Apple 10th generation iPad or some Kenichi Bear headphones to go with it. What if you want more than one gift? You know, Ninja Brand air fryer. I know y'all be burning water, man. I know some of y'all be burning water. You know what I mean? The air fryer help you cook a little healthy, you know? But shout out to the fan, man. We gonna get to this, man. We gonna build on this good boxing. We always do. BN Boxing News. My guy was good with it, bro. Ace in the building. All love, family. Yeah, T.O. was tripped out, ain't he? Melanin Queen, shout out to the Queen. Peace. How you feeling? Alan was good, family. Lonnie Lee, my guy. Banks was good with it. Cal Cooler was good, family. Aisha, blessings to the Queen. How you feeling today? BJ in the building. Rude. Exposure was good, Rude. Yeah, man. T.O. You know, one of the bros sent me this interview from earlier today where he went on the Is What It Is podcast. And he got it off his chest. He had to get it off his chest, you know. I don't know if he got those people sold, but he don't got me sold that he really wants to fight the guys that he say he want to fight. I think he just do a good job at talking. You know what I mean? The real Infinite was good, fam. How you feeling? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We gonna build on this, man. Y'all know how we do. We watch this stuff in real time, so I'm gonna be watching this. Y'all gonna be watching this right with me. Salute to my baby girl, the Queen, Miss Jusdu. How you feeling, baby girl? Don't work too hard on her. Don't work too hard. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all hit the like button for your boy, and we gonna get to this build, man. Shout out to the people that pulls up, that don't type, that just sit in the cut and listen. Shout out to y'all too, you know? Shout out to y'all. But we gonna get to this, man. It's always something to build on. We got a few things to build on. Besides this interview, we're gonna talk about this little Jermell, Charlo, and Sebastian Fundora rumor that been circulating a little bit. And it's, like I said, 154 has been a bit of a mess since Charlo took that damn fight up at 68. It's been a mess sorting out who's going to fight who in the next big fight. But if Charlo is still committed and hungry, man, he can make some real fights moving forward, man, at 54. So I hope he all in. I hope some of these rumors that I'm hearing about, not only his return, but possible opponents is the reality, because I want to see Charlo back in there. You get me? But we're going to get to this. We're going to get to it. Teofimo is full of it. Thrill Hill, my guy, was good with it, bro.
I was selling crack.
Hold on. Ain't give me
You
no
normally have the.
I ain't know you was on the show. T.O., what up?
Yo, what's up? How you doing? How you living?
Why you cop that plea, nigga? Why you ain't want to fight? Why you don't want to fight Shakur, nigga? What the fuck you talking about? What's the problem?
Shakur, man, I think Shakur right now, he got his own problems that he got to deal. He got his own problems.
When I seen you, I seen you somewhere and you was like, I would never fight Shakur. That ain't really my thing. And I got mad respect for Jay Prince. What do Jay Prince got to do with you fighting Shakur, bro? What's up? I'm happy you here. Let's talk, man.
I love it. I love it. That's how I be. I love it. New York. Harlem, man. I love it. Nah, I'll say it, like, to be real, just I ain't trying to give the man his first loss. I'll let somebody else take that, handle that.
Shit sounds stupid.
All right. That's what it's about.
You ain't want to give him his first loss?
Nah, yeah. I ain't trying to deal with that. I've seen Shakur lose in the amateurs back because we all from that class.
Yeah.
And it ain't a good look, man. There was this one time, especially here in Vegas, National Golden Gloves, I think 2015. Same year me and Jerron Ennis Boots won. And Shakur, man, he lost it. He lost it, man. He lost to Room Revealer, and then he wanted to go up to one of the, I think he did, wanted to the rooftop of the hotel, and he wanted to jump off. Yeah.
Yo,
I ain't trying to have it.
Hold on. I'm not even laughing. You see why I don't like him? You see why I don't like him? Just think about the story he just told. Nobody in the world tells that story, but you go say, you start the interview offline, bro. You talking about this man try to see? This is why I draw the line. Do you see why I'm rooting? T.O., I never did this publicly, but I'm rooting for somebody to put hands on you. I truly, wholeheartedly, I'm rooting for somebody in the ring, of course, not nothing outside the ring. I don't want nothing to happen to him like that, of course. But he needed like a good ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Good ass whooping to do Tio some good. You don't talk about my guy about the he went to the top. He was ready to jump over an amateur loss. You bogus, man. He bogus, man. Shout out to Boxer Hacker, man. He said Cora watch Tio. He knows what time it is. Absolutely. Appreciate that.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Boxing Hacker. You getting me, Queen? He start off line, yo. He talking about he want to jump. Grind Hard Sports Nation, my guy. What's good with it? The ghetto. DGO, what's good? We gonna build on this.
Actual blood on my hands.
Yeah.
I like the way
I didn't know he was gonna say that.
Yeah.
He get right up there and lie to these people.
Like the Olympic shit, him tearing up and stuff, that ain't nothing. Like, it's been bad. Yeah.
He was on the roof for real, or you playing around?
Nah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that mental health is a serious thing.
I gotta make a smaller video about
For
this.
sure,
He crazy.
it can be. So
Mike, we asking about boxing, man. That's how you going in the mental health, man.
Round table's good, bro.
that's right.
We're not gonna sit here and bash Shakur because that's not where we even started with Shakur. A lot of people think that we is bashing him. Look, he's.
I mean, if we really want to bash him, I don't know. I saw this one.
Wait, you gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. You said you seen what?
Notice, bro. Notice real quick, because I'm going to stop it to get my commentary. Y'all know how we do. I'm watching this in live time with y'all. Notice, he got all these antics. He make it all about everything else. He deflect from boxing. When they ask him about a fight, yeah, what you talking about? You don't want to fight him. You sound crazy. I don't want to give him his first loss, man. Let somebody else do that. You sound crazy. Why wouldn't you want to be the first one to take, give him an L? If you think he not who people say is, why wouldn't you want to be one of the first ones? You sound crazy. So the theatrics is funny. We gonna laugh with you and laugh at you at the same time, but you ain't talking about nothing. Notice, not one time is he probably gonna say he want to fight anybody.
Listen, he forced my hand, man. Look, on a serious note, the thing about it when it comes to him, and I'm not going to stay on Shakur long, I just thought since we started with that, and I'm glad you're here. You know, I'm a big fan of yours. See, the reason why I even started with that is because, let me tell you something, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but basically, I was like, yeah, fight Teofimo, nigga. That nigga, he launching bombs. That nigga hit hard. So then when you put up that you would never fight Shakur, he posted it and tagged me in it. And he's like, this the nigga you talking about want to fight me? And you was like kind of timid. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to use the word timid, but you was laid back. And you was like, nah, I wouldn't fight him. So he tagged you. I don't know if you've seen it, but he tagged me. And he's like, Cam, this the nigga you pumping that want to fight me? So I felt disrespect. I'm like, I'm sitting here pumping up Tio, and he threw me under the bus. That's how I felt about it.
Nah, it's everybody has something quick to say though. They got a lot to say, and they can use that always on replay, relay, whatever. But it's like
no. But did you see what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, for sure. I know it was on the Danza project. Yeah, so
okay, got it.
I remember. Yeah. I was expressive on that one. Yeah, and I say what I say off my chest. Can't nobody really like.
Real quick, I'm sorry, y'all. 100%. What Cam is talking about, he's talking about two different things. He's talking about the Danza project when you was up there. Bro, he not talking about that. He's talking about when you said you wouldn't fight him and you ain't want no. I think, matter of fact, pardon me. I think he might have been on the Danza project when he said that. But what he's talking about is the post on Twitter. Did you see that? You talking about, yeah, I seen that. You talking about the actual interview. He's talking about the post in the specific clip where you said you wouldn't fight him. Yo, Al Booger, what's good, family? D for the win, what's good, bro? Silly ass dude.
To it, if it ever comes around, he's still 35, but nah, you know what? It is what it is. I just didn't want to. Now that I tell you the backstory behind it.
Who do you think is your hardest? Who do you think is your hardest fight at 140? Who is your top?
See, like you was mentioning earlier, right? About like mental health, all that extra stuff. I mean, I blame Ryan Garcia for that because that's when boxing really started like pushing it. But nah, it's just myself. Nobody could beat me. Nobody. It's been shown. It's been proven. At 140, I'm the only one still retaining my titles, and at the same time, still the king of the division, lineal world champion at 140. So
you not the king of the division. You absolutely are not the king of the division. I wish he had stopped saying that, bro. Damn. You got to beat more than Josh Taylor to be the king of the division. Will somebody wake him up, knock him upside the head, somebody smacking him back of the head or something? You are not the king of nothing. You got an opportunity to be the king of the division, but you rather get up on these shows and lie and perform with your clown hat on. You already got the nose. You don't need the disguise. You got the clown nose already. You get up there and perform. You don't want to fight nobody, bro. You're not the king of the division sitting up there at the one win. You look shaky in your last win, the one before last. Then you fought Steve Claggett. You turn it down, top quality smoke. And then you acting like you're the king. You prancing around here after one big win at 140. You had one big win since you've been there. You've been up and down. I'm sick of this dude, man. He remind me, y'all remember the cartoon Bobby's World? Remember Bobby's World, the dude, big ass head, he used to ride the tricycle. That's who he remind me of. Bobby's World, all grown up.
Everybody else they've been just, what's next? People dropping belts. I'm still here. That's why I was thinking, I need a competitor.
Dropping belts, you still
so
here.
I was thinking of Monte Tank Davis or Terence Bud Crawford.
Terence, come on now, come on.
Because it's like
killer.
Reactions like that get me going.
Did you hear him? He said Terence Bud Crawford.
Yes, sir.
I'm not mad at that. I think I'm not going to throw you up there welterweight. You might be a little too light. Pause.
Welterweight. He has 54, Ken.
I don't know. I'm not going. I'm a fan of this nigga. I'm a fan. Terence is a monster, but I don't know. Do you think you can make that weight? Not saying you wouldn't make the weight. You're at 140 now, but I'm talking about you could bulk up to fight a Bud Crawford because his last fight was at 154.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, anything's possible, truthfully. I mean, if you think about it from that point of view, why is Crawford and everybody okay with Crawford fighting Canelo, which he got to go 2 more weight classes up? So from 147, 54, that's a weight class plus the extra.
Yeah, you're right. I stand corrected.
I think, I'll be honest with you, not to cut you off, Mase, is that I was pumping the Crawford-Canelo thing, but I'm not sure no more after seeing Canelo's last fight and Crawford's last fight. Now, don't get me wrong, Crawford fought an unorthodox nigga. That nigga was mad herky-jerky, pause, moving around. He was hard to hit, and he was pretty tough. But he didn't, it's been fights previous to that with Bud to where he was able to push a button and he say, oh, the fight is close, and go and knock you out. I didn't see that in his last fight. So to jump 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, I'm not sure about that. What's your opinion on that particular fight, if that was to happen?
For myself, truthfully, you'll see the size measurement on that because you got to go up 3 more. You got to pretty much go up 2 more weight classes. It's no longer just that one. And his first weight class that he jumps up, Crawford, he having a hard time with Madrimov. And look, the guy only had 10 pro fights coming into it.
Man, I'm tired of him already. He had 11 pro fights. He did have a draw. That shit counts. Stop saying 10. He had 11 pro fights. So what? It's not the amount of fights. It's the quality of fights. The dude had a tricky style. It's not the first time Terence Crawford moved up. The first time he moved up, he moved from 135 to 140. I hate people that get up on these interviews. They just be saying anything, bro. He had a hard time. All right, well, won't you go up there and jump 2 weight classes and see if you had a hard time? And you saying he had a hard time moving up the 1 weight class, you got to go up 2 to fight him. How much of a hard time is you going to have? You fought Kambosos, you had a hard time. You fought Jermaine Ortiz and had a hard time. Nobody that let Kambosos beat him will beat Terence Crawford. I'll stand on that. I will bet any amount of money on that. Get that foolish shit out of here. Yeah, you'll make an entertaining fight with Terence Crawford because you can fight straight up and down. He can fight. This kid right here on the screen is talented, but he's full of shit too. All right, I'm just calling him out. He's full of shit, bro.
The guy that already got, 30, 40?
Man, yeah, for sure, man. R.I.P. John Amos, man, for sure, man. We losing him left and right, man. R.I.P. to him. Shout out to Jim Brown. PLG was good with it, fam. Shout out to you. Let's get back to it. He's just full of shit. Kevin King was good, my guy. Hey, you not on that level, man. Yeah, you could compete, but you can't. You're not disciplined enough, and I think intelligent enough consistently throughout a fight to beat a guy like Terence Crawford. That's just not a fight you're gonna win.
The fight's undefeated. Terence Crawford and gave him a hard time, you know, and showed a lot of flaws in him. And I think that 1 year staying out the competitive ring, I think that really did a lot of damage to him too. So I'd rather get him now before he hits that peak. But for the Canelo situation, I know that's just that's a money grab. That's a money show right there.
You don't think he'll beat Canelo?
Not saying I just don't think it'll be outclassing like he did with Errol Spence.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna really have to
Right, Aisha.
really put everything else, last bits of his prime or whatever he has left in him for that fight, because those weight classes are different. I mean, look what happened to Canelo against Bivol. I mean, just one weight class up.
People try to sweep that under the rug. That
He's making my point for me. Look what happened with Canelo and Bivol. That was one weight class up. Again, dude, you're struggling with 140 pounders. That man is now at 154. What one fight under his belt? That wouldn't matter. You're going to be going up, jumping 2 weight classes and fighting that guy, and you expect the viewing public to believe that you're going to beat Terence Crawford because y'all keep lying, talking about his legs is gone. Man, this dude killed me. I try to let him make it, but he be pissing me off. And I really had his energy because I like T.O. He's talented, but he's disappointing because he all talk at this point. I never pictured the Heisman guy doing the backflips, wearing the jerseys, would just be a clout chaser and just all talk. I never thought that, y'all. Never thought it. Superman, what it do, my guy? He beat T.O. up, man. I really
got beat by that heavyweight because they love Canelo so much. But yeah, Canelo took an L when he tried to move up.
Exactly, my point. So, you know, you already, you know, Crawford got a legacy. He got all that already stamped. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but now he just want to cash out, and people act like I want to do the same, but in reality, it's just I like being that underdog. I really do. I like everybody.
Why is it that you and Devin Haney never fought?
To be real, that's more on their side. I've tried 3 times already with Haney. I tried already with Haney 3 times. And the last time they were supposed to have a meeting with my promoter from Top Rank, and they never came, never showed up.
What?
But the moment that my
not this same dude that was talking about 20 million. What is he talking about? It was a meeting, but you don't call them shots. Come on, he full of it, bro. Turkey Alex Sheik just had an opportunity up on the table for you to fight Devin Haney, and you said you was going in another direction, bro. Now you're going to sit up in here and lie? You're going to sit right up in here and say the reason you ain't fought him is because it's on them. It ain't you. It's on them. Man, he full of it, bro. And I like, and look, y'all, I want to be clear. I like this dude, but he full of poop, man. You know, he full of poop, man. Corteo dad need to move to 147 to get busy. And then I'm getting a tank fight, just feed him the boots. They're around the same age anyway. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? Y'all punch that like button for you, bro. We're going to cook on this. We're going to build on it. But look, he's a good fighter, but he just talk a lot of shit, man. You know what I mean?
Actual first defeat that they gave me, they jobbed me. But that first defeat that they gave me, who was quick to jump right away to Cambosis, that was Devin Haney. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that y'all just don't know what the tweaks behind the scenes. But this shit really, it's a shit show.
It wasn't behind the scenes. You got beat up by Cambosis.
I tried to fight Cambosis again. I even asked for the rematch and stuff, and then apparently one of his team members, they said they're not gonna fight me. Yeah.
All right, Killer. My bad.
No, that was a great question because I want to stick on that. Just that what prompted you to move up in weight? Because after you lost, you moved up in weight. Was it hard for you to make that weight, and that's the reason you moved up?
To be real, I've been at that weight since like my amateur days, 132 pounds really. So going up 3 more pounds on that, and then since probably like 14, 15, holding that all the way to 24. I mean, that did a lot of damage for me. And then the fact that the boxing game, they know what they're doing. They got the experience. They kept postponing my fight. You know, after my big win against Vasily Lomachenko, I wasn't even supposed to win that. You know, Vegas had me as an underdog 4-1. So all those things, you know, it's just I learned the game. I learned the game by my lessons. That's really it. So I just decided to say, hey, I gotta listen to my body. I can't like exert it that way no more. I had 2 tears fighting, buddy. 2 tears in my esophagus and in my chest.
So I know we mentioned a lot of these fighters, but I want to just say 3 different fighters, and you tell me the outcome.
Yeah.
All right. Tank Davis.
I would say that doesn't go past. I don't even think it'll enter the championship rounds. Yeah.
What happens?
Oh, someone getting knocked out. May the best man win.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
You
think
know
that was
what?
interesting.
I respect that answer. Man, that's the most honest thing he said. That's the most honest thing he said. It's a chance that that fight don't go to the championship round. Somebody is getting knocked out. You said, may the best man win. Salute to you. I respect that answer. Better than just you saying, I'm gonna knock him out. He ain't making it to the championship rounds. The fact that you said someone lets me know you taking that night. You know, you know Tank Davis gonna be administering the melatonin naps, bro. NyQuil dreams and melatonin naps. I'm telling you. Aisha, he said someone. He know it. No, he know it, yo. He know it, y'all. Hey, man, he know it. Tank get to laying his paws on his ass, man. What damn, do I got that? Oh, man. Damn, I thought I had it in here. I might do. This how Tank be punching T.O.
I'm not proud.
I didn't mean to do that. That was a wrong. That was a wrong one. My bad. Let's get back to this. I'm gonna find it for y'all, but let's get back to it.
Then why you say someone instead of he getting knocked out?
Because I got to give him a little fair chance.
So you think you dominate Tank?
I think I dominate any of them. If you really look at it, if you got to really tap.
Hey, yeah, he said he gotta give the reason he said between him and Tank somebody getting knocked out is because he gotta give Tank a chance. Imagine that, the nerve of this guy. You know what give Tank a chance? Left hand, right hand, IQ, his feet. You get what I'm saying? That's what give Tank a chance, not you. You being you, yeah, in a way that do give him a chance. So you halfway right. Ashley's corner was good, Cuzzo. How you feeling? That was the realest thing he said. They don't believe him. Mase like, that's interesting. Why did you say that? Mase funny without even
On
trying.
this. Look at the resume, all that extra, whatever.
Hold on, let me see if I get it back a little bit. I hate when they do this. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get it back. T.O. full of tricks, man. Full of tricks, y'all. What happened? Why my thing disconnect? My bad, y'all. I got y'all 2 seconds. Y'all smash the like button. We're going to get it back. Oh, shit. My bad. Y'all. My bad. T.O. is full. When I say full of it, I mean full of it. Lion was good with it. Listen. Ain't nothing wrong with picking Tank over everybody, bro. I like Tank. Tank got one of the best chances of beating anybody get in the ring with, if you ask me. But Shakur being trash, that's laughable though. That's laughable. You're already killing the fight. You can't do that because you gotta want to get a man credit when they fight, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't do that if you're killing the fight. My bad, y'all. I don't know why my thing disconnected. Shout out to the Queen Aisha, always supporting in the Cash App. Much love, much appreciation to the Queen.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
We gonna get it back. I'm eating these grapes back here. All right, y'all, my bad. We getting to it. Dr. Paul was good with it. Maul Brooks was good, fam. His own verse, my guy. What's good, Brody? Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulties. Let me fix this. Like I'm lagging or something. All right. My bad. Get to it. Yeah, Tio, man. He getting these interviews. He show his hind parts, don't he? He get right up in here and start lying on everybody. Cam and Mase get right on here asking good questions. Hey, man, why you ain't fight this one? Why you ain't fight that one? He blame it all on them. Yeah. No, you not. No, you wasn't. Not on here. You wasn't. No, you wasn't. Wasn't selling that stuff up here, Cameron. All right, y'all, give me a second. Speed this John up. I think this is almost what we had today.
I think that was interesting. Why you say someone instead of he getting knocked out?
Because I got to give him a little fair chance.
So you think you dominate Tank?
I think I dominate any of them. If you really look at it, if you got to really tap in on this, look at the resume, all that extra, whatever. There's a certain limit that you hit, right? But then there's that next criteria or that next top tier. And if you don't match that, you know, you never going to know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Javante come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, guy. The
so
kid
why
got
won't
skills,
you fight
you know
him,
what I'm saying?
Bozo?
For sure. Got skills, he got it all. But, like, to what level? You haven't hit the A class yet. I'm A class. You haven't hit that yet.
So you, Devin,
he A class.
Shakur,
Devin and Shakur shouldn't even be like mentioned, really.
Why not?
Because they not good. One puts you to sleep while the other one can't take a hit.
What?
I like the way he's talking, Cam. I really do.
No, I don't. Nah, Mase. Nah, Pastor Mase. I don't like the way he talking, sir. No, I don't like the way. I absolutely disagree with the way he's speaking right now. It's blasphemy. So notice the crazy stuff that he talked about fighters. He the only one with a loss. He A class, but you the only one that lost. Now Devin took we know what happened there, but he officially still got the O. You get what I'm saying? Tank ain't lost, ain't came close to it. Shakur ain't came close to losing. Ain't none of them lost to no Kambosos level fighter. The same guy that you trash and you say shouldn't be mentioned, he beat Kambosos from pillar to post for 24 rounds straight. And this dude had you talking about your esophagus was torn and it exploded and all this other stuff. Y'all got to start respecting y'all peers. That's why y'all be going in here getting beat up. You ain't had no respect for Kambosos, and he learned you. He taught you the hard way, man. Learn to respect your opponent. How we going to give you credit for these fighters if you trashing them? You get what I'm saying? And then he trashes them, so nobody asks him to actually lost. That's the worst shit I've ever heard in boxing when it comes to not wanting to fight an undefeated 3-division champion, bro. Like, I ain't even got to run through the accolades, but why the hell wouldn't you want to give him his first loss? What exactly are you talking about? This is boxing, bro. The takeover. When is the takeover going to start? That's my question to Tio. When is the takeover going to start? Because all I hear is his mouth, but I see his moves has put him in a hot seat with Top Rank, and he ain't making none shake. He in position to make something happen, but he not doing it. You got to have respect for your opponent, bro. How you gonna get credit for him if you fight him? You trash all these guys, and notice not one time as a fighter did he say, yeah, I want to fight all of these dudes. I'm going to be the first one to beat Shakur. Devin Haney can't take a hit. I'm going to show you he can't take a hit. Tank Davis ain't fought at the A level. I'm going to fight him and show you he ain't A level. This is what I want to hear from a fighter, not just trashing them. They all more consistent performance than you. All of them. Everybody you speaking of. So you got to get real, man. Get these dudes, they just do. Get what I'm saying. Mike Biggs, what's good, Brody? This dude is silly. He's a silly guy. He got to do better, bro. You got to get these dudes they proper
just
credit.
supporting
He
it.
talked a lot. Yeah, listen, that's why I was disappointed when he ain't have my back. I was a little upset about it.
Yo, my bad,
When he
Cam.
didn't have my,
Hey, yo, my B,
good,
like
you
for real, for real, my B. Like I ain't gonna let these guys try to sucker anybody, but like it is what it is in that sense, in that context. They gonna try to grab everything, but I haven't had a contract sent to me at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had not one of them press me at all. Because
we had Bill Haney on the show, and he basically, I think he would basically say
Kirk
that
Douglas
you
was good,
just
bro.
talking, you don't really want to fight.
I just talk, but like
He
every
don't.
person had the opportunity to fight Vasily Lomachenko back in 2019, 2018, 2017. Came 2020, we fought him.
Yeah.
Right away. And I called me and my father, dynamic duo, really, who's my trainer too. We called that out. We made it happen. I fought, like, if y'all really think about it, I went through every step to get to a world title, fought the world champion, which was Richard Comey at a lightweight division, beat the world champion. Then I went and fought Vasily Lomachenko for undisputed here in Las Vegas. Then we got Josh Taylor. Like, nobody really going after these top #1 dudes. But I don't blame y'all, like, at all, because it's just the algorithm. It's just the way this whole propaganda is. Like, I'm so great that they gotta hide me.
So are you willing to take?
You see, I be trying to let him make it. He do it to himself. You so great, they gotta hide you. Nah, you so great that you turned down Elvis Rodriguez. You so great that you said no to Kenneth Sims. You so great that you said no to Raymond Muay, who was a 35-pounder and would have been moving up. Furthermore, you're so great, you look shaky against Jermaine Ortiz. You're so great, you get what I'm saying? You asked, do I still got it at the Sandor Martin? You so great, you allow Kambosos, who was looked at as a laughingstock C-level fighter who just got stopped by Lomachenko. You so great, you lost to that guy. You so great that you said no to Brian Norman and the opportunity to call yourself a champion at 47. You're so great that you told Turkey Al-Sheikh, nah, I'm cool on the Devin Haney fight. I'm going in another direction. The only direction you going is right on the sideline where you've been because you playing around. And even Top Rank, your promoter, who's still giving you opportunities after you try to stick it to him, is you sitting on the sideline looking goofy, not making the most out of nothing you got going on. You get what I'm saying? You ruining your own situation, getting up on these interviews lying, making it seem as if the reason you're not fighting these certain names is because none of these guys want to fight you. Stop saying it when you just said out your mouth. You don't want to be the first one to give Shakur his first loss. Like, that shit sounds stupid. Why wouldn't you want to be the first one? That Kambosos win, him beating you is always going to look good on his resume. Do you know why? Because he beat you when you was undefeated, you idiot. Beating somebody the first time is always the best. You get when you were the first to do it before anybody else could, after they've been proven that they're a top guy and you get in there and shut all that down, why wouldn't you want to prove that? So again, man, I like him as a talent, but mentally, like the things that come out of his mouth, I can't support it. Ray Patterson, what it do, fam? How you feeling? All he do is he fought. Listen, we love the Lomachenko fight. We was picking you to win that. I picked against you with Josh Taylor, so I'm 1-1 in your big fights. I picked you to beat Loma, thought you was going to beat him. You did that. I thought Josh Taylor was going to beat you. You proved me wrong. You handled that. You get what I'm saying? But you don't get to take a rest. You acting like you celebrating your own wins, and it's still so much more smoke. It's tougher fights out there for you than Vasily Lomachenko, who didn't throw double-digit punches till like the 7th round. It's tougher fights than George Kambosos. You get what I'm saying? They're tougher fights than Jermaine Ortiz and everybody else that you fought so far. It's tougher challenges. All these guys that you mentioned would probably be tougher challenges than everybody you faced thus far because of styles. Tank mess around and knock you out. I don't see no scenario where he can't. Shakur will embarrass you and outbox you because he got the style that you look bad against. And the same thing for Devin Haney. This is why you speak so bad about these guys, because you don't really want to fight. None of them. You want to get up on these podcasts and get these guys to believe your lies. But you're a hell of a talent, but you full of shit. You don't want to fight nobody. And the proof is there. This is why Top Rank is, y'all got issues. You not fighting nobody. You sitting on the sideline talking crazy. This dude is amazing, man.
Because you say you could beat Tank, right? So are you willing to take less to fight him to prove that, or you wouldn't do that?
Nah, yo, bro. I've been doing that in my last fights. Yo, I have yet to even make more than $1 million in every fight.
Wow.
Yeah, like every fight. When I fought Lomachenko in that time and COVID, everybody was talking about how he gave me 800 grand on top of whatever. No, never did. I came back home with like $460,000 after everything. Fighting the number one pound for
And you
pound
start
over
looking around,
Crawford and
Cal.
Canelo. And then when it came to Josh Taylor, I came home with probably like 800 grand.
So is it true that promoters can make a fight for a certain amount of money, give you half of it up front, and then in the back end have you waiting for it?
I'm not gonna jump on that one because that's like behind the scenes how we fluctuate the money. So I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. Everybody's different. However,
No, I'm saying does that happen?
definitely happens. It's but I wouldn't say half. It's probably like a quarter. A quarter up front because these fighters could get injured, like quote unquote Shakur Stevenson. So they're not gonna just put up everything. Injuries do happen in training camps.
Wow, Killer, we're in the wrong business.
This
Killer,
dude-
we gotta expand our business. All you need is a quarter of it, Killer.
Nah, I ain't out to jerk niggas. Pause. That's the whole thing.
100%. He just talking, y'all.
That's the problem. These niggas be trying to get over on niggas, man. That's the problem, man. Let me ask you something. You brought up the Lomachenko fight a few times. That fight looked relatively easy to me for you.
Was good with it,
Was he scared to get hit? It looked like he didn't want to get hit. Going into that fight, like you say, you were the underdog, but you look like you should have been the favorite. You look really aggressive. You look way bigger. Pause. You look way stronger. Was that an easy opponent for you? Or you were just that hyped to fight him that it made it look easy?
I think, I guess it's just the hype behind him, but no one's ever faced a fighter like me. I think that's really it. My father, he threw me in with pros by the age of 13. Like, he threw me in there with the Sharks, and I always held my ground. So I believe in me. You know what I mean? Like, the best times that you really got to tap in on your belief is when everyone's against it. So that was my always biggest motivation. I knew that this guy never fought nobody like me. No one got the footwork like me. Every time that Loma did that little side step, I was right there, leveled back with him. That takes years of skills, yo. You either got it or you don't, And that whole situation, I did 10, 13 weeks of camp with him for that fight. So that's another thing. When I'm fighting top tier fighters that I know that have the abilities to make it a difficult one, I'm tapping in at 8, 13 weeks.
That was good.
Well, he said
I will give him that. When it's a fight that people think that will give him a tougher time, when it's like the two biggest fights of his career, he had some moments where he was making it look relatively easy. Lomachenko stormed back in the second portion of that fight, second half of that fight, right? And he closed it out strong. Respect to him, but he completely beat up Josh Taylor. He made that look relatively easy, but it wasn't the same with Lomachenko. Lomachenko appeared to look a certain way because he wouldn't throw more than 6 or 8 punches in any given round until he started throwing both hands and double-digit punches. The fight went totally the other way, and he was very close to, pulling it off. You know what I'm saying? And McLean, the professor in the building, was good, bro. How you feeling? Trying to get styled on yacht and check hooked into You know it. You know it. ASAP, what's good with it, fam?
He be dancing and shit. That nigga. He said he be taking dance classes, so his footwork supposed to be crazy. Yeah. He wasn't looking like that dance nigga that he be pumping that he is. That's what you saying?
I mean, hey, yeah, I can say that. I know Devin Haney can't, but I know I can. So, I love it. But see, I talk my talk, but I actually walk the walk.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that because Haney is cool with the show, and I have to ask it.
Damn, T.O., listen, you talk the talk, you walk the walk. We seen it. We was here for your biggest wins, but you do a lot of talking. You're lying. You're not being honest, bro. Devin Haney already put you out there. That Turkey Island Sheik had the offer up for you, and you told him you was going in another direction. We all know that you was offered Brian Norman, and you was cool on that smoke as well. We know this stuff. We're not making this up. Mark Kriegel, in your interview before the Steve Claggett fight, named all 4 of the opponents, or the 3 that you said no to, and asked you straight up, why did you choose Claggett? Like, you can't make this up. It's only so far you just gonna keep lying, bro. And I like him, but he full of shit. Damn, bro. He need PR or something, man. John BX, what's good with the family? Justice says better to say nothing and let them think you stupid rather than speak and prove it. Facts. In this case,
and we ain't never
less
got a
would
box
be more,
again.
but he don't get it. He don't get it.
I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Mr. Empire, what it do, my guy? They research or rebuttal. You know it. I think some of that is because, like Cam was saying, he liked this dude. He liked him, so they let him off the hook.
Is because you keep bringing that up. What do you think about the lawsuit and with Haney
Garfield
Garcia?
Yeah,
y'all make sure y'all
choosing
smash the like button, sub.
Yo, like
to sue him.
That's madness, yo. I don't know. You might as well get out the sport. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the going get tough, how you go and sue? You know, you can't. You know that's not how it work out here. I mean, that's why boxing is the #1 toughest sport in the world.
Even though he took illegal substance.
Yo, you know how many of these fighters out there that are actually doing stuff and they wash that? You know how many got like connections with the anti-doping? That's why I want to bring in USADA. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring in
what's that for?
USADA, United States Anti-Doping Agency.
Yeah.
Which don't play no game. They used to do with UFC, but Conor McGregor, he ain't want USADA to come back. And I like Conor McGregor. Whatever his decision was, that's on him. But he is the UFC. So the man didn't want USADA back, and they booted USADA out of the UFC organization.
So you don't think he has the right sue since the guy took something away from his brand?
You know how you go and sue a guy, go and fight him again and show the world why you the best. Like, this ain't about doing all that. Like, of course we got to take a lot of legal action, but like, how we going to be okay with even Bill Haney saying, you know, the father saying that his son is going to go out there and kill Ryan Garcia? Like, I go off of what I'm seeing. That's just mockery, man. Mockery to the sport. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there's been people that's actually been dead from people cheating, putting you know, plaster in they gauze and tape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they never sued them. You know? And that was back then. I don't know what's going on now. This modern day era of boxing is like, that's why
that was actually a great point.
That's why I've been like,
I remember that when the person did that.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. That's why I'm like doing other rounds right now. New York Stock Exchange, LA base. I'm just dropping everywhere. Florida. I'm planning on building boxing gyms, some facilities. I got to get out of this bit because nobody want to fight. Nobody want to be tough. Everybody just want to act tough on.
Yeah. But see, in this case, it's not about being tough. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I hear everybody out and I respect all opinions. It's tough to call somebody soft because they fought a guy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying Ryan intentionally did or didn't do, but how was the guy that was fighting the dude on PEDs the soft guy? You get me? I get the lawsuit don't hit people the right way, but he feel like, you know, his image and different things like that is affected. We gonna play. I got a video to play on that, man. Paulie, Chris Algieri, and Timothy Bradley gave their takes on that. It was very interesting, bro. We gonna get to that. George Smith was good with it. Thomas Hill, my God. Ticks 941 was good with it. Yeah, man. You can't be mad at Devin. You know what I mean? I get it, the lawsuit thing, but you can't just, that doesn't equal to him being soft because he's suing because he got cheated. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he emotional about it. Maybe he's still hurt and affected, but I don't think it makes him soft. And I don't think getting dropped by Ryan Garcia, who got one of the strongest and best left hooks in the game, makes you chinny. Me personally, I just think you can't get cracked by somebody that's punching like that, you know? So, and he found that out the hard way.
On social.
Right. He turning
everybody. Yeah, because last year was sometime last year that you said you were retiring.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Yeah, they got to take
I was that because I already knew. Like, I already had I know my mother, man. My mother, she she definitely, you know, she wants me to be more articulate the way I express these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm 27. I'm young, but I ain't stupid. You when you see a script, you reading it, you already know how it's gonna end up. I know I could end up going and keep moving forward. You know, if you're already in it, the only way out is through, right? but there's other areas, there's other ways to climb up that mountain. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely wanted to retire, but that was just to take a script out of Floyd Mayweather. He did it after he beat Ricky Hatton. He left out for like 2 years, and then boom, he made his equity, he made his worth back again, and then that was Money Mayweather. So there's little things, and actually when Shakur was fighting Edwin De Los Santos, I think last year for the Formula One race, or 2 years ago, Floyd was like, yeah, you already know what you're doing. And he was just joking and laughing with me. We were just chatting for like 20 minutes tops. Like, there's a certain way to build this. Like, it's so simple, though. It's not as hard once you got it, you know, because you're the face. You could really monetize whatever you want. That's why, like, my comment that a lot of people felt that was racist, whether it was Monkey's banana shit, it's just to spice it up. Because boxing, one thing is you got to be tough emotionally, mentally, physically, every avenue. So you can't take it as a insult, but other than a guy's pressing a fight and wanting a reaction from the other guy.
Nah. I called what the young kids say, cat. And that's bullshit. He asked you which one you want to fight more, Terence Crawford or Gervonta Davis. You said whichever monkey wants the banana. You wasn't trying to spice nothing up. You wasn't pressing for no fight. You was just being disrespectful, and let's call it what it is. Race isn't disrespectful, bro. That's why you got people like Terence Crawford mushing you in your head, pulling up on you and your pops, telling your pops that he'd slap him. This is why, because you crossing lines, bro. If it was just about a fight, people like me, people in the chat, we're being supportive of everything you talking about. Yo, if he got in that interview and was like, yo, Tank Davis is not as good as they say he is, and I'm going to prove it because I'm going to beat his ass. I'm a supporter of that type of message because I'm like, okay, you want to prove that you better than him inside the ring. Cool. Not know whichever monkey want the banana first. That's not pressing. That's not pressing. You didn't even answer the question. And to answer your question, you don't want to fight neither Terence Crawford or Gervonta Davis. You can't try to dress it up and tell people what they could feel, what to feel insulted by. That was very insulting because that's what you aimed it to be. You knew it was disrespectful. That's why you trying to double back and backtrack it now, trying to say you was just trying to spice up a fight. No, you didn't. To spice up a fight, you could have said Tank Davis ain't fought nobody as good as me. You know, X, Y, and Z. These dudes ain't taking no challenges. I'm gonna beat him up when the time comes. Like, you get what I'm saying? You trying to walk it back now, and I'm not gonna let you do that. You was disrespectful. You could have called him out his name like you typically do, and you could have said, "Yo, you gonna beat his ass." You get what I'm saying? All you gotta do is send a contract or whatever the case. You get what I'm saying? You could have said any of that, but no. Instead, you wanted to refer to these young men as monkeys. Come on, man. Or these, you know what I mean? Come on, dude. That ain't it. Mom, to get you to fight. Yeah, that I get. Yo, he could even went that route, Omar. He could even went the mom route. He could even said something about somebody's mama. And I'd have been cooler with that because I'd be like, oh, he must want to fight. But when you say monkey, I don't think you spicing up a fight. I don't think you want to fight. I think you being disrespectful. I think you know what you being. I ain't even got to keep saying it. So it's a better way to express you wanting to fight. Like you talk about how your mom wants you to be more articulate when you explaining these things, right? That's not a good way to articulate you wanting to fight. That doesn't make nobody in this chat feel like you wanted to fight them after you made that comment. So you full of it. You know how to talk that shit. You said it before. You called Tank Davis pussy. You say he a bitch. You called him all out his name. But those sound like fighting words. Monkey sound like you want somebody to pull up on you like Terence Crawford did and be ready to put hands on you. You got to be able to you have to be able to articulate yourself better than that, T.O. Come on, man. I'm really rooting for this dude because he's talented. I just wish he'd get it up here. He foolish, bro. Yo, you could easily get the people to love you with your performances and not saying the stuff that's turning people off. He be bugging. Marquis, what's good with it, bro? He could easily say things to get people in his favor that would support him. But he'd rather be insulting to everybody, anybody that's a threat to him. He got all this disrespect for him, but no smoke for him in the ring. You turning down fights and then blaming it on the opposition is wild. Come on, T.O. Do better, man, because you are better. You are better. You worked yourself to this position to be in a conversation to fight anybody that's a top guy wherever you are at. You was at 135, hovering amongst the top guys there. You get to 140, you hovering amongst the top guys, man. Go get your worth. Go fight these dudes because you deserve the fights. But not sitting here doing this. All these insults ain't going to get you no fight. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. Top Rank really still pushing you and you don't want no smoke. Come on, man. Talented dude, but don't want to fight nobody. That's gonna really threaten and challenge him. That ain't it, T.O. That ain't it. I'm getting embarrassed every fight. Yeah, I'm not rooting for him. I can't.
Okay, so question. Since you are only 27 and you've mentioned like retiring and like just all those different factors, what do you feel like your end goal is?
I really want to make boxing great again in my own essence. So, like, none of that was supposed to happen. A lot of people lost a lot of money and deals for that. So I became the talk about 140. They don't mention who's still the king. You know, done it in 2 weight classes. I go for a 3. That's why I want Crawford. Crawford is the 3rd one. He has the ring lineal. That'll be my triple crown. That's like a hat trick in soccer. You out of the, it's like numbers up. Like I'm out.
You think you stopped Crawford?
I believe so. I'm getting better. Like that's the thing. What's the age gap that you start hitting your prime?
Around 26.
26 to win in boxing.
Yo.
If you think about it.
30, 31.
All right, so I'm in between that gap right now. Just turned 27 2 months ago. It's coming around.
Goodness,
and that's why not a lot of them just want to see it. They don't want to be in it. But they want to see it to see where they could put their pieces into play.
They don't want to see it. They want to be in it.
What
they
I want to
see
do,
it. What is he?
And you were saying,
all right, you know what?
I just want to help the game because these other fighters that are coming up right now, all these young boxers from USA Boxing and from all the other organizations, amateur, like nobody really helping them out. Every time I speak my truth, I get a whip every time. I get slashed, but it's okay. This ain't for me. When my time is up, I want the next kids to have a clear road. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a true honor. You know, it's leaving legacy, and I'm great at it.
So if you feel like nobody is helping them out, who do you feel like is helping you out?
You know, they always say we can't talk about religion, but it's truly that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that. You know, I never took one in that anal. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I do it the hard way. Like just, you know, like Achilles pause.
Yeah, he lost me. Just.
Am I tripping?
What? What?
Am I tripping? What did he just?
You know,
nah, we gonna have to run that
listen,
back.
Only one thing I can say. Just one thing. It says that he out. You know, they always say we can't talk about religion, but it's truly that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that. You know, I never took one in that anal. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I do it the hard way. Like just, you know, like Achilles said, pause.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he lost me. Just
Bro.
What? What?
He lost you. He lost, period.
You know, it's leaving legacy. And I'm great at it.
So if you feel like nobody is helping them out, who do you feel like is helping
Listen
you
to him.
out?
You know, they always say we can't talk about religion, but it's truly that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that. You know, I never took one in that anal. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I do it the hard way. Like just, you know, like Achilles said, pause.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Hell, yo.
Yeah, he
Throw the
lost
whole
me.
interview away, bro.
What?
Throw the interview away, bro. Nah, bro.
You
that
know,
ain't
so,
have nothing to do with
listen,
nothing.
Only one thing I can say, just one thing. It says
Goodness.
that
B3
he said, the
good
Son of
with it,
God,
bro.
he said one thing. He said, follow me, you shall never die. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen a lot of dark stuff, but through him, I've been able to come out of them.
Tio.
You know, so that's all it is.
Put the books down, bro.
Would you fight?
Nah, for real. Nah, hold on, T.O. Put the books down, bro. Like, nah, it's not working out for you. It's not working out. Before you try to recite and start talking about stuff that you're reading a bit, then maybe you can rehearse some of that shit you be reading. But that, I don't know what type of books you in. And this man just went 100% fact. She said over there, she trying to be nice and pretty and all that, and I respect it. I love it. But I know in the back her mind, she probably like, what the hell is he trying to be a damn philosopher and just talk, bro? Just talk. All right, we get it. You intelligent, bro. All right, T.O., you intelligent, but you ain't got to try to be. Just answer a question. You could have answered that question straight up. He talking about taking one where? Bro, I'm not even joking, y'all. I swear I don't know what he was talking about right there. I'm so serious. It might be going over my head. Pardon me for my lack of knowledge, but I don't know where he was going with that. I swear I don't. He never took one, man. Surprised they didn't kick you off.
I know. So, he goes a couple days later, rewriting his stuff, and he says, since I've been out for a whole year, I'm gonna take a tune-up. I know I ain't no tune-up, so he gonna go out there and probably fight somebody that maybe we know, but not at that level.
But would you fight Ryan? That's the question.
I fight everybody.
Everybody.
I know 7, fight for a belt, world title. I do titles, do world titles. You know what I'm saying? And one thing though about me is that I gotta get in context, but USADA, United States Anti-Doping Agency, gonna call them, even if I gotta pay out of pocket. But like my takeover promotions that I'm building up, we gotta bring this into boxing because everybody else staying quiet and making a lot of money behind doors and some dirty money too.
So if you were Devin Haney that night and he comes in 3 pounds over, are you still fighting?
Yeah, you still fighting, but you gotta. That's a choice that you make. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll fight you, but
right, Cal. Stretched out. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Stretched out, boxing in the building. He's a strange guy. My bad, y'all. When I pause it too long, it's like it be disconnecting my Is it still playing, or is that me, or is that them? Hold on. Let me see.
If you were Devin Haney that night and he comes in 3 pounds over, are you still fighting?
Yeah, you still fighting, but you gotta. That's a choice that you make. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll fight you, but we got.
Pardon me, y'all. I don't know why it's freezing up like that. Let me do something real quick, y'all. Real quick, y'all. Real quick. Yeah, here you go. Let's see how you end. My first time watching, we watching this a live time at the same time. Why do we keep disconnecting? Y'all smash that like button for me, man. Yeah. I know what he was talking about, Jim. He tripped out. He lost me with all of that stuff. But hey, notice I want to keep this in perspective. They've been asking some pretty damn good questions. They keeping it boxing related, asking them about the different fighters and stuff. Notice, bro, out of all of this stuff that he has to say, not one time is you hearing him say, like, for real, like with any real seriousness and authority that he wants to fight somebody, right? He just wants them to believe that that's what he want to do. Yeah, I want to fight. That's why I want to fight Terence Crawford. Yeah, that's why I want to fight Terence Crawford. You don't want to fight Terence Crawford, dude. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. You know what, y'all? It's the same way. Let me just play, bro, so it can stop doing that. Tio, man, he lost me though, man. Very confusing with his commentary. Very, very confusing. Let me get it back, y'all. I got y'all. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it, y'all. Y'all appreciate y'all patience, man. Y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel, all that good stuff, man. We gonna get back to this.
They always say we can't talk about religion, but it's truly that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that. I never took one in that. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I do it the hard way. Like just. Like Kelly said, pause. You know what I'm saying?
The hell is he talking
about? He lost me. Just he said, what? What?
You know, so I mean, listen, it's only one thing I can say, just one thing. It says that he said, the Son of God, he said one thing. He said, follow me, you shall never die.
See?
That's it.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So I done seen a lot of dark stuff, but through him, I've been able to come out of them. You know, so that's all it is.
Would you fight Ryan?
I know Ryan mentioned me. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia did mention me. However, next thing you know, he goes.
Notice every single time they ask him, do he want to fight somebody? He got this long-winded ass explanation that leads to the end answer really being no. No. No, you don't want to fight him, bro. This dude is unbelievable. A1 Hoops on. What's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Man, notice every time it's a long-winded explanation. It's never, yes, I want to fight him. I want to prove that he ain't who people say he is. You know what I'm saying? None of that fighter talk. It's all BS and rhetoric.
Later, rewriting his stuff, and he says, you know, since I've been out for a whole year, I'm going to take a tune-up. I know I ain't no tune-up, so he going to go out there and probably fight somebody that maybe we know, but not at that level.
But would you fight Ryan? That's the
I fight everybody.
Everybody.
I know Ryan said a catch weight. I don't do catch weights. I don't do catch weights. Like, we go to 147, fight for a belt, world title. I do titles. I do world titles.
That I respect. You know what I'm saying? That I respect. If you're going to fight me, we're going to fight at a legit weight class. We're going to fight for a title. I respect that. But I just question why you didn't accept the Brian Norman opportunity, even though we know Brian Norman, unfortunately, got a hand injury and his fight is being postponed. But that still was an avenue that you could have traveled and you wanted nothing to do with it.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing though about me is that I gotta gain context, but USADA, United States Anti-Doping Agency, gonna call them, even if I gotta pay out of pocket. But like my takeover promotions that I'm building up, we gotta bring this into boxing because everybody else staying quiet and making a lot of money behind doors and some dirty money too.
So if you were Devin Haney that night,
mind you, that answer he gave that long-winded answer. But they asked him, would you fight Ryan Garcia? And he goes into talking about how people making money and dirty money. And bro, we don't care. Damn, do you want to fight anybody? Mr. King of 140, Mr. Takeover? Damn, do you want to fight somebody or nah? So in other words, it's nah, bro. Damn, bro, just say no. I don't want to fight none of these dudes. I really don't. PJ's big dog, what's good, bro? He just be talking, man. I like this dude's talent, but I don't understand him. Like his mental's all over the place.
He comes in 3 pounds over. Are you still fighting?
Yeah, he's still fighting, but you gotta. That's a choice that you make. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll fight you, but we gotta do. You know, we gotta see what will happen over there. You know, if anything, I go in 3 pounds, and then, you know, you gotta have guys that are already watching that. You know what I'm saying? I be knowing if my guy made weight before we even get on the scale. You know what I'm saying?
How was that?
It's just boxing. It's a grimy sport. And sometimes you just gotta play dirty. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't think Tank gets people to spy?
Listen, now it's
we
Tank.
all end up doing something.
Bro, what? You can't make this stuff up.
And we all learned that from the guy that was TBE.
So he just was fresh off talking about boxing being dirty and how people making dirty money, but then turned around and said how you got to be dirty in the sport. You can't make this up. He just be talking, yo. No disrespect to him. He don't be knowing how to. He's not media trained, in my opinion, at all. He don't do well at answering questions because he tries too hard. Tries too hard to be smart and intelligent, and it comes off very disingenuous, man. Now you blaming Tank. You went from blaming Tank. You don't think Tank got spies? You don't think Tank got spies in boxing? Yeah, and he learned it from the great to the TBE. Now you just it's everybody's fault. Mind you, the question was, would you fight him? And he doing all of this. I'm not putting this on him, bro. I'm not doing this. He just full of it, man.
You can't. How you got proof?
Look, yeah. Get his ass.
There's a lot of things. This is Floyd's town, though. This is city. You know what I'm saying? So, but he Money Mayweather for a reason.
Man.
What you meant?
Now he just insinuated that Floyd be cheating. Just insinuated that Floyd be cheating. They ain't feeling that one.
When you told you could, what you meant when you said you could kill somebody and get away with it?
When I
my man who love you, I thought you said that, and you said that some monkey shit. telling me right now. I told him you on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Monkeys too.
Yeah.
Nah. See, that's why everybody be pulling that out of context. Like,
That's what I'm asking. Listen, I didn't know you was on the show. I'm trying to get everything that these my friends love about you.
Damon was good, fam.
Nah, for sure. Look,
All
so
over the
there's
place.
3 words that we can't say in any industry, right? And I think we all know that. However, what I just did right
What
there.
are those 3 words?
Yeah. What's the
I
word?
ain't saying it because one thing about me, there is always a line. There's always a line. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from Tupac and the other greats out there. So I ain't gonna press that.
You learned it from Tupac. Well, I swear I don't know where he be going with his responses, but you'll refer to people as monkeys, but it's 3 words you won't say. But monkey is not off the list. Referring to black fighters or, you know, should I say melanated fighters as monkeys is that's acceptable, but it's some words that you can't say, right? Come on, dude. Like, yo, you gotta get it together. Let's talk fashion, my guy Remo. What's good with it, bro? Tio, man, you're confusing, bro. You're all over the place. You bogus.
But all I did, man, was just hit a right on the belt line. Just punch on the belt line, but it wasn't illegal. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't illegal.
Yeah, he was talking pause about monkeys and bananas and everything.
Yeah, for real.
I was gonna get to that.
Oh,
Yeah, they texted me because like I said, I didn't know, bro. This is a surprise. He's on the show. I had my shit lined
Ernest
up.
was
We've been
good,
talking
bro.
about T. I ain't know you call black niggas monkeys.
Nah. Chill. Hey, and even then, man, I'll tell you, like, it's truthfully.
You can clear it up. That's why you here.
That's why I know. For sure.
Yeah.
So this is what it is, really.
What?
When it came to it, I gotta press them in any avenue. They don't want to fight me. Well, and that the 2 guys that I was saying was Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford, but I was just talking about them too. I ain't talking about the bunch. And to clarify it more, Gervonta Tank Davis calls himself a gorilla, an ape, right? So I'm just referring back to everything that has been told.
It's not the
But
same.
the fact that I guess we're talking about when it comes to the skin complexion, then maybe it's foul. But I know guys. If everybody want to be in that 2-guy lane, that's between y'all. But I'm just focusing on 2 fighters right now. And if they can't get at me, then we gotta figure another way and move on.
Man, nah.
So you basically was
Canelo's fight. We got into it, you know. I was walking to me and I turned, it's Crawford. I'm like, oh.
He told it the other time. Yeah, who the hell is the other bunch, right? What's the 3 words? Right, Boxer Hacker, Tank, David, and Shakur. Them the 3 words. Right.
Okay, yo. So when we gonna fight? I ain't gonna let someone point.
No, friend of mine is gonna be saying that none of them say that.
He pointed.
Don't say it.
He tagged
That's
me
why
in the
on here,
like this.
if y'all notice, I say ninja. I will replace that word for ninja. Call it what you want. Like, I do my best not to push that on here. I don't even be sitting up. I don't refer to nobody in my chat that way. I don't refer to nobody in the chat, and I try not to say it at all. So I try to be consistent with that. And I think that's something he know. If he know that is certain words that you shouldn't say, you also know that there's certain other words that's connected that you shouldn't be saying as well. So he tried to clean it up. He did a very poor job at doing it. I'm not going to go too crazy about it, but he got to pick his words more carefully.
His hand down. And then by that time, you had the police on top, all the security holding me down. Not him, but holding me down. I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, trying to stop you from getting hurt.
Hands on me, that's it. Now we got to. I don't care. I really don't give up. I just don't. I don't. Like, if you saying you the best, and then he said, well, I want to fight you outside. I said, why? You scared the whole world gonna see me beat you? That's why. I'm only 1 weight class above. That's it.
Yo, but you got to go up
saying,
too.
Man, it's like the
what is he talking about? Why you keep saying 1?
In this modern day era.
You got to go
If
up
you
2
guys
weight classes.
like boxing, wouldn't you want to see that? No.
I understand.
Or wouldn't you want to see those fighters that are great shut me the fuck up, knock me out, and y'all can put it on the memes?
Yes, I would absolutely love it.
And then say this is what happens when you racist. Like that, good for me, yo. We gonna fight.
Right. I would absolutely love that. But see, here's the problem. That shit sound cute in this interview. But see, they don't know, and I don't blame them for fully not knowing, because Cam stated several times on the show he didn't even know you was coming up here. So I doubt if he had any time to really prepare to ask him questions, and they still doing a good job of it. But he up here lying to him, and I think he using that to his advantage. The fact that they don't know that he's fresh off turning down more quality guys for a lesser known individual. You turning down notable names for a dude with 7 losses, then you continue to get opportunities and turn them away as well. They ask you about Devin Haney, you say he don't want to fight you, when in fact you had an opportunity to fight him. Now you bringing up some old shit, talking about meeting at the top ranked office and all this goofy stuff. Nah, bro, you had an opportunity now, and that's why I just wish he'd get off his high horse and really get in there with somebody that he want to fight. You keep calling yourself the king at 140, where there's other titleists in the division that will say otherwise. There's no clear-cut king at 140. You get what I'm saying? Beating Josh Taylor never made you the king. You got everybody else to beat. You can't just beat one guy because you felt like he had all the belts and say, yo, I did it all. I beat the king of the division. I'm done. These guys don't want to fight me. It's not true. You don't want to fight these guys. You clout chasing Crawford from 2 weight classes away. How is it you know how to do math when you could look at 154 to 168 and know that that's 2 weight classes, but from 140 to 154, that's 1 weight class? You have to move up twice. You have to go to 147, which you've never fought at. Then you got to go up to 54, where you never fought at where he's at. And you telling them 40, but you're going to get up there and you're going to knock out Terence Crawford at 54 because y'all creating this narrative that his legs is gone. Well, go up there and really get a fight with him then. Go announce yourself at 54, knock on his door for real, and stop sitting on the sideline clout chasing where it's not even safe at. See, you think it's safe, but Terence Crawford, as you learned, he'd pull up on you. That's the second time. The other time, they had to get security then too. Y'all still ain't learned y'all lesson, man. That's not the way to get a fight with Crawford. You don't got to refer to Terence Crawford and Tank Davis as monkeys. There's no way in hell you going to make me believe that story that the reason you referred to them as monkeys because you wanted to press their buttons for a fight. That's not pressing them. That's being disrespectful. That's going outside the lines. That's pull up on you material. That's when I see you, I got to check your temperature and see what that monkey and banana talk was about. That's what that is. That's not fighting talk. That's not fighting talk. And you know it's not. So again, notice as I've been very consistent since I've been breaking this down, giving my commentary, every single time they ask him a question about if he wants to fight somebody, he doesn't say anything. It's always no. Not no, but I'll fight this and and there's some long-winded ass answer that never really get to the end result. Do you want these fights at all? Who do you want to fight? When you ask him this stuff, bet you they ask him right now who you want to fight. He ain't gonna have no straight answer at all. This dude just be talking. I mean, he know how to talk, but he don't do it well. You know what I mean? Crawford's probably thinking fighting Teal's not worth his time for real because he know he clout chasing. Lisa, he know he don't really want to fight him. Conor gonna beat Teal's. So I'm telling Teal's seeing your ass when you see him. Oh yeah, I mean, and it just made it worse. Right, man. You get me. Shout out to my guy Damon Ryan. Shout out to they color outside the lines when it come in the box, and Tank Davis or Terence Crawford, they got to be referred to as monkeys. But you, not one time in your career have you had to do any of that to get any fight. So you full of shit. You just making up excuses and you trying to justify being disrespectful. Get what I'm saying? This dude is bogus, man. He gonna learn the hard way, man. He got a lot to learn and a little bit of time to do it. So I feel like if they get to a point with Top Rank and they feel like you are no longer an asset, what's the reason to keep you around? There's always going to be another fighter, and you're not even delivering and taking the fights that they got for you. Go ahead and keep playing with your crew. You got it laid out for you. You got the opportunity. You got the road, but you just too silly to operate the right way. You avoiding smoke and then lying in the interviews. It's crazy. And the unique thing about this situation is we all know, if you really been following it, you don't got to make up nothing on him. You don't got to put no jacket on him. You don't got to accuse him of nothing. We know this stuff is public knowledge now. It's all coming out in the wash. Like I said, the issues with Top Rank, all of that stuff is because you turning down fights and sitting on the sideline doing it. And that's one of the things that get you cut. Now, maybe they invested enough in you to where they don't want to cut you, but you're going to end up getting yourself either cut or sideline, which is essentially the same thing. If you there still, but not getting no fights, you might as well be somewhere else, right? So you got to be careful, man. All that faking until you make it, it don't work in boxing, bro. The ring going to tell on you real soon. They got you told on you once, and it told on you a couple other times where you had some close calls, man. You better tighten up, focus up, use that connection you learning from them, and all the take was yours. Really get this takeover era started, if that's what you're really trying to do. You get what I'm saying? If you're really trying to get the takeover era started, that's going to have to come with you making sacrifices to fight other guys that are top level guys outside of Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. You can't celebrate like you've done it all and then think you could selectively handpick easier fights and justify why you fighting them while telling the whole world that nobody of note of substance wants to fight you, and it's just not the truth. That's all I'm saying. At some point you got to stop lying to the people. So I couldn't interview him because it would be hard if he giving me these type of answers and just lying like this. You don't want to fight nobody? Come on, dude. Let's get back to it, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel, all that good stuff, man. Turn your notifications on. Let's keep good.
You know, this is
exactly what will happen too.
Hey, you know what? Then the only way we sign and we see what happens.
So more of the story is you called them two niggas monkeys.
Exactly. More of the story is that. That was it.
Where do you rate yourself as pound for pound boxer on the boxing list?
To be real with you, are we talking like the modern day right now?
Yeah. Everybody who's
they asked this man, where do you rate yourself at on the pound for pound list right now? He talking about you talking about the modern day right now. Like, what do you think he talking about, bro? That's an easy question. I told you, I don't know if I'm being too hard on him, but he don't answer no question straight. It's just always like something extra with it. Just, bro, answer it. Where do you rank yourself at on the pound for pound list? Teofimo?
Who's active?
Oh yeah,
he is jealous. He definitely sound envious for sure.
You know why? Because ain't nobody ever do it the way I did it, and just how fluent I did it. You know, I started with the backflips, dances, celebrations, all that. I was mad witty with it. You know what I'm saying? And climbing up the ranks the way you need to. Everybody else right now, they got the name because they helped them. But when it comes to me, ain't nobody helping me. I ain't signed with nobody. I got no co-signers.
What?
At all. I did it with just blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh my goodness,
the hard way. Read the hard way.
So he ain't promoted by Top Rank?
You say you rank #1 pound for pound right now?
Yo. Yeah. So Top Rank don't promote him. What he mean he ain't signed to nobody? What is he talking about right now? I'm confused. I'm not. Am I hearing something wrong, y'all? Y'all got to talk to me. Am I tripping? Like, did he just sit here and say, like, you don't have no cosign? What do you mean cosign? What? Ain't this the same dude that said you got all this Budweiser and all this stuff? Ain't none of these fighters doing it like you? Where's their endorsements? Like, you said all of this. What is he talking about? What happened to J-Lo? I thought they had J-Lo. You had J-Lo, Budweiser, and all this other shit. Now it's all of a sudden I ain't got no co-signers. I did it the hard way. Man, dude, yo. Delusion is real, man. He is out of touch with reality. I am sorry, bro. I'm almost halfway convinced. If you turn the pages in the dictionary, you look up delusional, his face literally would probably be stamped somewhere right there in bold letters. Teofimo Lopez, delusional as hell. Good fighter, very talented, but very delusional as well, man. Man, he is, yo. Cut Creator was good with it. He said he'd fight Bud at a catch weight, but then said he don't do catch weights. He fight for titles. You can't make this up. Then he's saying from 140 to 54 is one weight class, but 54 to 60 is two. I don't understand how his math worked halfway. You can't make this shit up. This is very confusing. Judah Vision, what's good, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Teal, definitely. He is DGO. He is. He definitely is. Let's get back to it, y'all. Teal Johnson. No, I think he is too, P Money. I think he is too.
Yeah, nobody find me. I'll show you how nice I look. The next one.
I can't wait to see it.
I'll show you how nice I look.
Teal, where you from, man?
I was born in Brooklyn.
That's where the vibe is coming from, Killer. He said he number one. I like it.
1 pound for pound today is crazy, Tio.
It's not.
Like you know that.
Who would you put? Who would you put?
Over you right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like it.
Right now, my list is Canelo, Terence Crawford, Tank.
All right.
And the Mexican monster. Niggas is running from him.
Benavidez?
And number you gonna say don't Benavidez? That's what you.
Benavidez, I like him, man. They great champions, but he was complaining a lot about his hand and why he didn't look so good in 175 pounds. Nah, we don't do that, man. Like, you gonna get hurt.
Everybody.
Is he serious? He was asking on live TV, do he still got it after getting a decision against Sandor Martin that he probably shouldn't have got. Now you get to critique Benavidez because he legit went into the fight with injuries and fought his way through it. Won the fight. He's pretty much still dominated. He won most of the rounds in the fight. I'm not understanding this. You struggled with Sandor Martin. You got dropped twice. They gave him credit for one, and you was questioning yourself, looking crazy with your eyes on swole. He must have really forgot, bro. He out of his mind. Damn, bro. You got to see. That's what I mean. Y'all boxers, I don't respect none of that. Stop shitting on every other fighter that's outside of you. That's weird, man. Benavidez is a dog, bro. He a dog. He would have never let no Kambosos level guy beat him. You got it. That shit gonna haunt you forever. The way he talked, you would have thought the Kambosos fight never happened. You would have thought the Sandor Martin fight never happened. The way he talked, you'd have thought the Jermaine Ortiz fight never happened. The Nakatani fight never happened. Like, you got so many instances where you didn't look like the cream of the crop, and then you get to criticize a guy because he goes out there in a fight where he got injuries in his hand and he fought through it. What are you talking about, dude? Like, you bugging out, man. Yeah, man. He don't got no respect for nobody that's doing anything. Everybody that's doing anything, he got something negative to say. I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro. Never. The only person I guess he like is Canelo. This is the weirdest shit. His love affair for Canelo is strange. But he don't like Tank, Shakur, Devin. The Mexican monster ain't doing nothing. Like, come on, dude. He tripping out. Killer should have pressed more right. Go Web, go ass dude. Feel me, Lisa? He tripping, man. Y'all keep hitting that like button. Let's get back to it. We got some more of this. He ain't done embarrassing himself
yet. He's undefeated outside of Canelo. Okay. And he lost to Floyd.
Big Dre with a dude.
When he moved up in weight.
Teach.
So you thinking that you should be number one over Canelo too?
Yeah, he the king of boxing. Let's keep him at that.
Jay was good with it, Jay.
We'll keep him at that.
So you'll be number 2?
See?
I like when the nigga argue with me. Nigga,
he couldn't go against his Latino brothers. He couldn't do that.
To be real, no. But chill. Because he's on.
Cam, you out your mind, Cam.
Nah, ain't no chill. Get him, Cam.
See, I like that change up of energy, man.
Yeah, man, get him. He just went from saying he number one to Canelo, he's the king of boxing. Like, nothing he say is solid. It's just, even his answers is like his career at 140, like up and down. That's how his answers are. Nothing is consistent. He'll say one thing, say something else. It's like this, a seesaw. Listening to him speak is just up and down. I ain't never seen this dude don't know what. Is you number one or not, T.O.? Plummet and Moore was good with Teal's an okay fighter, but he ain't very good anything in the boxing ring. Now, I think he's a very talented fighter, bro, but I think his mentality holds him back. I think his mentality and the way his view on things holds him back. You get what I'm saying? I do think that you're supposed to feel like you're one of the best, if not the best fighter in the world, but you also have to be very realistic when you're speaking about other guys that are performing a lot more consistently than you. You can't keep hiding behind 2 wins in your pro career. You can't keep talking about a win at 135 a whole weight class ago. It's been years since you beat Lomachenko. We get it. You get what I'm saying? You got life goes on, your career continued after that point. But if you stay stuck and celebrating your accomplishments, I mean, you can't really see what's in front of you. And what's in front of you is an opportunity to really take that name, the takeover, which is pretty dope when you think of it. He called himself the takeover, Teofimo Lopez. That's cool. But you really could move a certain way and make that takeover brand what you want it to be. That's what I'm rooting for. I just wish he'd get off the high horse. And like every time he win a big fight, he get this like entitlement about him. Like, yo, yeah, y'all see what I did? I beat Lomachenko. Ain't nobody, no, not to mention that, you know what I mean, Orlando Salido did it first. No disrespect. Yeah, you beat Josh Taylor on record. You gave him his first loss, but we all seen, you get what I'm saying? Jack Catterall outboxed him, outland him every single round except for one, and dropped him, and they gave him a gift. He did it first. So no disrespect to your biggest accomplishments, but you over celebrate your wins as if you were the first guy to achieve what you did. You're not the first guy to beat Lomachenko. Newsflash, flash. And like I said, maybe on the record, yeah, you earned the win over Josh Taylor respectfully, but we all seen Jack Catterall outbox the hell out of him. We seen this stuff. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't like how he over celebrate his wins and he kind of take his eye off the ball. Then he'll go in there and have a lackluster performance. Yeah, you went out there and looked spectacular, amazing against Josh Taylor, proved a lot of people wrong. But then you turn around, you fight Jermaine Ortiz, and you complain about a guy running. You get what I'm saying? You think guys are just going to either walk to you how Steve Claggett did, make the fight easy so you could look a certain way. Nah, some people going to make you earn it. And when he's in there with a certain style, Sandor Martin, those pure boxers, they give him hell. Shout out to Alan, man, in the super chat. Appreciate the color, fam. Imagine if we got the fights we actually wanted to see. I think it's about time for Teofimo to get knocked out. I think so too, man. He do a lot of talking. I just want to see him back that talking up with making good fights, and he's in position to do it. But he got to come up off the high horse, and he got to just stand on business, really be the takeover, embrace it. Don't just speak on it, but embrace it and move like it, and start conquering these other champions. You get what I'm saying? We respect Josh Taylor. You beat him up. All right, you fought Steve Claggett at this shaky fight with Jermaine Ortiz. Cool. But get back to it. Get back in line. Start chasing down, putting the real pressure on champions and fighting these dudes instead of accusing them all of not wanting to fight you. Meanwhile, while you're picking lesser opposition, I can't rock with that.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Good with it, bro. Shout out to K Causey, man, in the building. Benavidez looked amazing. I didn't think he looked bad either, Ernest, at all, bro. I didn't think he looked bad. Ray Patterson in the building. Shout out to my guy, man. I didn't think he looked bad at all. Another PPC. I don't think he a hype job, bro. I think he's a good fighter. I think he stylistically, he's a headache for a lot of people. Benavidez. I think 75 will really show you just how good he is, because that's a weight class where, you know, at the top, it's some real challenges up there. So I don't think he's hype. I think he's a really good fighter, bro. He fights hard, he trains hard, like he's committed. It's easy to support a guy like Benavidez because he works his ass off, right? Anybody that works that hard is always gonna get themselves a good chance to win a fight because they put the work in the gym. So he'll get to it. Mark West, what it do, my guy? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see it, man. He's crying against Cambosis. Yeah, the reason he lost. Salim, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? This dude is crazy, man. He gotta get more real. He gotta get realistic, man. Wake up and start giving people the fights that they want to see. Like you said, not too long ago, you was the guy throwing the backflips and all of that. Yeah, I remember that stuff too. But somewhere along the way, you lost your way, and I think it started with the Cambosis fight. I think the Cambosis fight made you. It shook your confidence, and when people say that they don't think you know he's gonna be the same. It's not physically, but it's like a mental block. You get what I'm saying? You getting in your own way, right? You know what I'm saying? I think you holding yourself back by not challenging yourself. And we all seen what he do when he challenged himself. He rose to the occasion with Loma, rose to the occasion with Josh Taylor. Like I said, but you got to be able to do that on a more consistent basis to be calling yourself the king. You got to be doing that against all A-level opposition. If that's what you claiming you this top guy and you willing to fight everybody and you'll fight everybody. You just got to start doing it. That's all I'm saying. Start doing it. If you feel like you're the best fighter in the world, start moving how the best fighter in the world will move. And that's definitely not turning down quality opposition for lesser guys, lesser known guys. You can't do that. So though you think Ride racist, I think he's misguided, bro. I think he's misguided. I think that's a genuine question because the way he goes about this stuff, like he just went on another rant recently in the Twitter spaces. I thought it was old, but that specific one was new. I just think he misguided, bro, and I don't think he feels like there's no consequence to the stuff he say, and I think he'll do anything for clout. I think he'll do anything for a click and a headline. I really do. And if that's disrespecting people and coming off a certain way, I think that's the price he's willing to pay as long as it come with attention. And he think he can try to explain his way out of it and say he's a child of God and all that stuff. He comes off to me as a fraud, very misguided. And you can tell that he obviously being a breadwinner and his family stops and prohibits people from being real with him. And as a result, you see him speak in ways that he should never speak. And I don't even think, that is necessarily in his heart. But like I said, when you don't have nobody kind of checking you at the door and making sure you ain't making a fool out of yourself, and you feel like there's no consequence to anything you say, and you got money, you could just do what you want, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? You get a Ryan Garcia being loose with his mouth. You get what I'm saying? He said, here you go, Bill Haney. Oh, I appreciate you, Cal. We
feel like that, bro.
I'm gonna get back to this. It's at 35:20. We're gonna keep getting to it. We ain't done yet. We're gonna keep building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your bro. And we gonna keep getting to this, man. Let me see. 40 mil bill. 40 mil bill is what my guy be calling him. My guy, Dean. Ain't he packed? Look it up. You stupid, bro. Okay. Hold on, I got you. All right, Cal. Give me 1 second. Y'all smash that like button. Yo, we gonna keep getting to it. That was an IG video, right? Yeah, we gonna get to that. His mouth just gets him in trouble. Yeah, he doesn't know how. He don't have a chill button, and it's not a good thing, right? It's not a good thing because the stuff he say he should probably not say. Like I just. Boom, my bad, y'all. StreamYard is disrespectful. They kicked your boy out. Y'all hear me now? Y'all back? I'm back. Am I back in the game? Andrew Gray, what it do, my guy? Not watching that show anymore. They interviewed him at the Call Tank and Terence Monkeys. It's they didn't even take it. I mean, they pressed them about it, but they didn't even respond how you think they should have responded. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling them what they should or shouldn't say, but you'd have thought their response would have been a little different. But then again, like I said, maybe like a preparation, who knows, man. But I ain't giving them an out. That's why we dissecting it the way we doing. I mean, his comments, he knew what they was. He knew what they was hitting for. You know what I'm saying? And try to dress it up by saying you just wanted to fight. Nah, you just wanted to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And you did it. And like I said, man, social media has created this force field essentially for people to say anything they want, and they feel like there's, like I said, there's little to no consequence to it. So there's no limits to what the things people will say out their mouth. And he's one of those guys. I mean, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Pardon me for the technical difficulties. StreamYard booted your boy out it. Shout out to my guy, Cab Cooley, man. We got this response for Bill Haney, man. We're going to get to it, though. Give me a second while it's loading. I don't know why it's taking that long. But they all record about that crowd. Yeah, for sure. That's why I say they ride certain people, man. That selective outrage be different. That shit hit different, don't it? My bad, y'all. Okay, we back. Shout out to my bro, Cal Cool. Let's play this response.
Teofimo Lopez Jr., you done went over there to the Cam and Mase show and you lying like a...
My bad, y'all. I don't know why I'm lagging.
Teofimo Lopez Jr., you done went over there to the Cam and Mase show and you lying like a... Every opportunity to fight, we put it on the table for you, including an opportunity with Turkey Al-Sheikh and your company Top Rank just a couple of months ago. But I'm going to let you know, and the people, Devin Haney wants to fight you whenever, wherever, including right now. So, let's see what your fat mouth daddy got to say about that. And Oscar De La Hoya, everybody out. Gennady Golovkin sued you, and Brian Garcia that threatened to sue you, and I don't need to sit down with you about nothing. I see you doing a lot of tweeting, but you ain't speaking. Maybe you somewhere tweaking. The lawsuit stands.
Yo, Bill is a terror, bro. He's back in rare form. Cash, what it do, my guy? Yeah, nah, for real. They didn't press him the right way about it, for sure. You know what I mean? It was just some Reggie. Yeah, Mr. Empire, what it do, man? So, my bad, y'all. We back to it. Why not? Ryan, that 40 mil bill. They don't want that. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Tio. They heard me cooking on Tio. My bad, yo. I like Tio. Stream y'all or whoever. I like Tio. You know what I'm saying? But he got to get real. And it's people like me that just follow the sport and really want the right information and following it and getting the right information. I come to find out that he, in fact, was turning down quality fights, like I said. So we got to we just got to call it what it is. He's a very talented fighter. We seen him prove, when his back against the wall, he shines. But like I said, in recent memory, like he's been turning down smoke. You see Bill Haney let it be known too. So in this particular instance, they actually are not lying. That's solid. Like, Turkey Al-Sheikh was in the mix. That one was going to get a get back fight and had that Teal fight lined up, and he wanted nothing to do with it. So he'd rather sit on these shows and lie to the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he used the word tweaking. He said he ain't hitting. LaMarcus was good, my guy. Let's get back to this, man. Shout out to my guy, Cal Cooler, for the video, too. That was Bill Haney's response, y'all, to him getting on the Cam and Mase show in line. So that was right on time.
You gotta go talk to Eddie if he say that. That's why I'm watching him. I'm watching his body language. Pause.
You gotta move assertive. You gotta move strategic. That's true. You know what I'm saying? And although I know what I am, I gotta play a smiley face till then.
Why you gotta play smiley face with Mexico? And you get to call Javante and them gorillas and apes and all that. I don't understand that.
Well, first, I don't call them that. They call themselves that. I'm just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And when it comes to it, you know what though? This boxing game is all about people. They love you and they hate you, and on both times you're gonna get paid.
Listen. Let me tell you something, Murder.
Yeah.
This is
right,
I guess we getting the mature Teofimo, not the nigga who was talking crazy about niggas when he first started.
Backflips and all that.
Somebody slap niggas.
No, he just fresh off calling people monkeys. What are y'all talking about? Where are y'all at? What Teofimo are y'all watching? Seriously. Like he the reason that like his mouth is the reason Terence Crawford mushed him and told his pops he'd slap him in his face if you ever touch him again. Nah, y'all missing it. We not seeing the mature Teofimo, respectfully. We seeing the Teofimo that's doing a lot of pretending. He need to put them damn books down. I'm gonna keep saying it. I never thought I'd see the day where I tell a man to put a book down. It's supposed to be good to read. Not in his case. Nah, bro. He comes off like he trying too hard. It's not genuine. It's not authentic. And he was fresh off calling dudes monkeys, talking about bananas. There's no way that's mature. It's not mature about that. If he was mature, he don't make those comments when they ask him who you want to fight more out of Tank Davis and Terence Crawford. He would have just said one or the other. Why he can't say one or the other? Oh, that's pressing them for the fight. So I'll beat both of their asses. I'd rather you say you'll beat them both on the same night than took the route that you took. And you still ain't really answer if you really want to fight them. You saying it, but I don't believe you. Like I said, you sitting two weight classes away from Terence Crawford where it's safe, and you know you're not trying to do that. If you ain't fighting B Norman at 47, you definitely ain't going up to 54 and fight Terence Crawford. That's some BS, and I'm not buying it. So let's see, man. But let's get back to this, y'all.
All type of shit. This is a mature, grown-up Teofimo that we're talking to. He ain't talking that shit like he used to. I ain't saying you ain't still boxing better than you used to, but you used to talk that shit. You all mild. You took a mushroom, nigga. But you all mild, laid back and shit. You used to talk that shit, nigga. That's why we was fucking with you. Shit done calm down, and you know the masters say, and we have to do things the correct way. Where the hell a nigga at? Bring him back after the break.
You gotta bring his dad on with him. His dad be going left.
Yeah, see, they know it. They know it. The fact that he bring his dad on and he go left tells you everything you need to know. He's not a good influence. The fact that y'all saying bring his dad back so they could go nuts. And I get what Killer's saying. He just want to be entertained. But T.O. has went from like that real boastful talk, like the way he talked before Cambosis is different than how he talk now, respectfully to me. He used to talk full of confidence. He still speaks that way now, but I don't believe him. I believed him before. When Cam beat him up, he started being more personal with these fighters, slandering them, start speaking about dudes' money, the way dudes dress, all this other stuff, but never enough about, I'll fight this dude. You just said you didn't want to be the one to give an undefeated fighter his first loss. Like I'm clueless by that answer. You better off just saying, he ain't even on my level. You better off throwing that one out there than saying you don't want to give a guy his first loss. Cambosis is forever, like I said, gonna enjoy being the first guy to beat you. Guarantee you. Anybody that beats you from here on out, we always gonna be able to look at, well, Cam did it first. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't know, man. I don't believe this guy at all. He just full of it, man. He is still a good fighter. I don't hate. I don't got no hate and no ill will toward him. I don't like the way he think, because the way he think is obviously the way he speaks is a reflection of how he thinks to me. So it tells me that his mindset, he a little bit all over the place. D1, what's good with it, bro? Yeah, man. The lose vary. Boxing dad, what's good, family? How you feeling? Yeah, ass whooping to do, bro. A good old ass whooping. Preferably. My bad, y'all, if I'm buffering, y'all. Seeing it looking laggish. I don't know what's going on. Let me see check my connection real quick. It look a little funny. But y'all let me know if I glitch out on y'all. Pardon me, y'all. So, pardon the interruptions. But yeah, man, let's get back to this though, man. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to T.O.
Like his dad too, man.
Shout out to your pops. Yeah, he does a really good job.
That he do, man.
Definitely did a good job. Yeah.
Definitely has that.
So we'd love to have you stick around for more topics. We're going to talk basketball and football.
That's a good point. Not to keep pausing it. I probably won't even play the whole thing, because once they start talking about something else outside of T.O., like we good. But now you make a good point, Damon. That's why I say we go extra hard on our own. We be our own worst enemy. I'm not being soft or sensitive, but people are big on saying keep the same energy, and the same ones that have said sometimes don't demonstrate it when the opportunity presents itself. Like I said, you just mentioned how they drag Core all around. you know what I mean, all around they show. You know what I mean? Put you know, a concentrated effort into trying to, you know, go in. But when you got a guy up there that y'all saying y'all like, referring to some of the most talented fighters in all of the sport that y'all respect, referring to them as monkeys and trying to dress it up and say, oh, well, they refer to themselves as apes. Well, you didn't say the same thing. You didn't say, and don't say they, because Terence Crawford don't do the ape thing. So you full of shit there too. Terence Crawford don't be doing that. Tank do the ape thing for sure. But ape and monkey and banana, totally different sound. You know what you was aiming for right there, and you got it. And now you try to walk it back, and you sitting up in here, you know, in this interview telling a bunch of lies. You lying like hell. You lying bad, big time, bro. You doing a lot of lying. So we're gonna just keep it. We're gonna keep going. Shout out to my guy Ernest, man. Back listen. Shout out to D1, man. Peace to the Melanin Queen, always holding the chat down, man. Y'all make sure y'all smashing the like button and all that good stuff.
So we're gonna go to break. When we return, we will talk about the Knicks. Don't go anywhere.
No, that was really the parts that I really wanted y'all to hear, man. I don't think I really want to hear them talk about no Knicks and all. Yeah, that Tio wasn't on after that. So that was Tio's portion of the interview. So look, I think as far as them being just don't, it looked like they did that on the go. Looked like they kind of did that on the go, y'all. Like Cam said, he wasn't really prepared, but I think he did a good job. They asked good questions. They asked him about these other fighters. They asked him about the monkey stuff. They didn't give him exactly the energy that they probably should have gave him for that, because I think that was a teachable moment. I really do, but I'm not fully surprised that they didn't take that approach. Maybe they didn't want to ruin the energy of the interview by putting them on the spot too much there. And sometimes as the interviewer, they'll let some pass, but that's a teachable moment for them because he obviously up there. He respect them as well. They support him, and you know it's genuine. And I think that would have been a good opportunity for them to use, you know, the fact that he respects them and they cordial enough to kind of check him on that and say, look, even though I know you were probably trying to stir up a fight, as you say, you was trying to spice up the fight, but you know, in this type of climate, you just don't refer to, you know, melanated people as monkeys and bananas. Like, I get it with the ape thing, but I think it's a lot of different stuff you could have chose to say there. And you just need to be more mindful. You want to be aware of that moving forward. Like, you don't be oblivious to that and don't act like you are, because you know what you say. You had the fake laugh and smile. You was looking for validation. You ever see somebody tell a bad joke or say some bullshit and they know they said it? So they look for people to they look for that one person. If they can get one person to kind of laugh with them, they good. He looked like he was searching for that when he made that comment, because the interviewer tried to be, you know, professional, keep it going. Even a guy in the back that was off camera was like, ooh, like, you know, basically had a reaction like, you know, that's a little crazy. So that's all I would say, man. I'm not in no position to tell them men how to run their podcast. They got a very successful show. They do their thing. But I do feel like if you really rock with somebody, and maybe that opportunity present itself at a different time, I don't know. But like I said, maybe with preparation and being, you know, knowing that he was coming up there and being able to situate some questions and things like that would have been different. But that definitely could have been a teachable moment for them to kind of, you know, get a message through to him like, man, yeah, T.O., you're a dope fighter, you're a hell of a fighter, but stuff like that is going to always make people question you or what's ain't really in your heart. Like, because it's just no place for those type of questions, you know, for those type of comments. And it's a lot of different places. Like I said, you could have went, but you chose to go there, and it was very distasteful. And now you had to spend some of this interview trying to explain that, how you didn't mean what you clearly meant. So hopefully Teofimo learns a bit more. He does better, because he is talented as hell. Like I said, he can fight his ass off, but he just got to stop over celebrating his accomplishments, his wins, and, you know, stay focused. Use your position to your advantage. Like, you're a named fighter. You ain't the biggest draw or ticket seller. That's cool, but you're still in a very good position to accomplish great things. You had a division that's very competitive, especially at the top, where you beating any of those guys will truly solidify you at that weight class of being one of the best fighters, not only at the weight, but in boxing. You have the opportunity to do that. What is he? Just turned 27 not too long ago. Very young. You still got a lot of, excuse me, you got a nice amount of your career in front of you, bro. So I just would like to see him stay focused, man. Stay focused up and go get what you know what I mean? Go get what's due to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get what y'all fighters earn. You know what I mean? You position yourself to be in the conversation with these bigger names, and why not go fulfill them? Why not go make sure you secure these fights and secure these bags, right? Secure the legacy for yourself. All of that stuff that you talk about is within the arm's reach, but it's just a matter of you playing your cards right and getting to that right destination, man. And you know, you'll do yourself a lot of favors by not, you know, calling fights that you seem like you're not really interested in. And then if you're turning down lesser guys than Terence Crawford, how am I to believe that you actually want that tough of a challenge right now? No matter what you say, how old he is, he's slowing down, this and that, legs gone, as your pops was saying, none of that, you know, that will change the fact that that would be one of the absolute most difficult fights you will be in if you took it. You get what I'm saying? If you actually took that fight, and I just don't think you want that. Chill, dope fiend fight. Dope fiend. Oh, he said nah. Nah, man, nah. You sound like a 20-year vet. Shout out to Jim Brown. Man, appreciate you, fam. But look, I speak this way because I want to make sure everybody that's listening, yeah, I got a certain energy for T.O. It's his mentality. And like I said, his mentality is a reflection of the things that he speaks. And he can do better. You know what I'm saying? Very, very good fighter. You know what I mean? Young, you know, arguably in his prime, peaking. Like, you get the most out of it, T.O. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your interviews, talk your trash, but really stand on business. And it's only for so long that you can sell that nobody wants to fight you. Like, it's only so long that's gonna work. And it's already, you know, that's being, you know what I mean? Your shield is being removed. Like, you can't hide behind that. You get what I'm saying? I really appreciate Mark Kriegel for putting that out there like that about how you turned down fights and took a lesser guy. Why did you do it? He ain't try to down you, but he put it out there. He gave you an opportunity to explain to the people, why would you turn down these guys that the public knows more for this guy that nobody know with, you know, more than a handful of losses. So, I mean, like I said, I like TR. Just I'm confused as to why he moves that way, but maybe, like I said, it's a lack of guidance and having that OG. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like his father is that. Seem like him and his father is more like brothers than father and son, and that's always a weird, you know, dynamic that could get weird. I mean, yeah, he got to prove his worth in the ring, and he can do that because he's talented. You know, I mean, much bigger payday. Difference in money between who talking about money? Who cares about that? Nobody. The hell with the money. The fact of the matter is, you can't make an argument for T.O. about any fight because he's not taking them. He's not at 54. He's 2 weight classes away where it's safe. He hasn't made one move to even let you know that that's somewhere he want to go. If you're not taking a fight with a guy at 47, you want me to believe that you're gonna fight Crawford at 54? Is what I'm saying. What it's about quality of opposition, not just the money. It's not just money with him, obviously, right? You get what I'm saying? He ain't made more than $1 million in any fight and all this stuff he's saying. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think so. I don't see how anybody could believe that he wants to fight Crawford, but are turning down fighters in his weight class. He turned down a fighter that's below his weight class. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make sense. The moves got to make sense. You can't be behind the scenes turning down fights. Like, he's literally at odds with Top Rank. I don't want to be too redundant, but this is where he at. He not in a good space. He's not standing on business right now. He really not. He avoiding quality opposition, but he's fooling people to making them think that he wants these fights. And I'm not going for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Yeah, he go a little bit too far. He go a little too far. Like, I like the spicy stuff. Talk a little bit of shit, but just don't make it that. You know what I mean? So much stuff you could have said about Tank. So much stuff you could have said about Crawford. And people would have been like, okay, yeah, he sound like he want to fight. You know what I mean? But he didn't do that. That's why I say, when you go out, when you color outside the lines of boxing, that lets me know that, nah, you don't really want that fight. You get what I'm saying? You don't really want it. You know what I'm saying? You rather insult those people and, you know, make people think the same way. You know what I mean? That's the problem, man. See, that's the problem in boxing. Crawford what has he said that's begging, that could be classified as begging for the fight? That's number one. And how the hell is it Crawford begging Canelo for a payday, but you believe Teofimo really wants to fight Terence Crawford? He ain't clout chasing and begging, but Crawford is, right? You see how stupid you sound? That sounds stupid, man. Sounds stupid. Which one is more believable? Terence Crawford ain't a guy that duck smoke. He about to smoke. He pulling up on people and all that. Which one is more believable? He want to go up there and challenge himself against Canelo, or Teofimo wanting to go up to 54 and challenge himself. That's bullshit. I don't see how can you convince yourself that he wants that challenge when it's lesser challenges that he want nothing to do with. Literally, you can't make this up. That shit sound dumb, man. Stop trying to justify guys turning down fights with them weak ass arguments, man. Them arguments be weak. Y'all got to stop doing that. Stop arguing for a fighter when I've been more than fair to him. Everything I said can be backed. There's actual facts. This dude is on the sideline right now because of his own fault. If he would have took a fight that they offered to him, he'd have had a fight at the end of September. September 27th, he would have had a fight. He missed the date because he being hard to deal with and turning down opportunities. Nitpicking, he's trying to sift his way through the lower level opposition and then justify by saying nobody wants to fight him. This is how I fought Steve Claggett. But I keep giving you example after example of how that's not the case. He has an opportunity, giving him choices, and he's picking the path of the least resistance. And you got people like you to come in here and try to justify it. You can't justify a guy not wanting no damn fights. You can't say Crawford is begging Canelo for a payday when you know he gonna actually get in there and compete at the highest level. That's all he do. But at the same token, Tio is serious about fighting Crawford. He ain't clout chasing. Crawford, you don't see Crawford doing that weak ass shit that he doing. Talking about Canelo, his legs is gone. He ain't really this. He's running from me. Come on, man. Which one is more believable than a guy telling you, man, if Canelo chooses to fight me, yeah, I'm going to take that fight. Miss me with that weak ass shit. He ain't begging. That's not begging. That's letting you know, look, dude, I'll challenge you. I'll fight you. Straight like that. That's not begging. He a world-class top-level fighter. He pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. He shouldn't have to beg another world-class fighter to get in the ring with him. That sounds foolish. That sounds foolish. That ain't no begging. You don't think Terence Crawford deserve a payday after 41 straight fights? You don't think he deserve a payday? Why not? You ever seen him get in a fight and lay down? Hell no, you never seen it. So you never will. He got a better chance at beating Canelo than Tio got at beating Crawford. I'll tell you that. And that's my honest opinion on it. So, man, miss me with that. I like Tio, but you can't justify him not wanting to fight nobody. You get what I'm saying? You come in here every day with your little hating ass comments with nothing to add to the conversation. I don't even know why you come here. I really don't. Try to let you make it and don't block you, but I just think you're a weird dude. You're a weird guy. You're a weird dude. Nothing you say is truth. You never have good talking points. Nobody never agrees with nothing you say. You just be talking, yapping, typing away, typing. Ain't nothing you say is validated or backed up by no truth, no facts, just your thought process. Miss me with that. Common sense, man. I got a lot of it, man. And when I know a guy is turning down fights that are at his weight class, below his weight class, you think he wants to jump two above his weight class, and then y'all telling me this like some crazy money fight? It's not. So Tio is clearly clout chasing. They're clout chasing a guy that they want nothing to do with. Nothing. Tell that man to go to 54 and we'll believe him, bro. Tell him to fight somebody outside of Josh Taylor at 140 that we consider dangerous and we'll believe him. Dude been taking gimmies at 140 and been having a seesaw battle the whole time. Had one real standout performance and the rest of it been shaky. Miss me with that. He don't want no Crawford. He don't want no damn Terence Crawford, bro. They just want to clout chase him, man, because it's cool to say his name right now. He at the top of his game, so they look like that's the safe bet. Let me call a guy out from 2 weight classes. You fooled yourself if you think that he wants to fight a Terence Crawford at all, man, at all. Now back, now back to the cook, man. Yeah, the goof troop, like, cause he don't never got nothing good. I've never seen him come in here and add to a conversation. It's always trying to argue, and he calls what he's saying the truth. It'll never be the truth. You just be talking, dude. You come here to just type and get some attention. Think you, man, you deprived as a kid, bro, or something? Like, cause he come in here negative all the time. we be building over here. So like I said, let me get back to the cook, partner disruption. Let me get back to it. Teofimo, although a very talented fighter, young, he got his career in front of him. He got a nice portion of his career in front of him. He don't want to fight the guys that he's supposed to fight, which is why he's on the sideline. So if he really wants to fight Terence Crawford, when a guy like shout out to Broadway Joe, when he asked him who you want to fight more, Terence Crawford or Gervonta Davis, he not gonna say ignorant, disrespectful shit like whatever monkey gets the banana or wants the banana first. He gonna straight up say, you know what, Terence Crawford, they think I don't want to fight him. He 2 weight classes. I want to challenge myself against him. Or you talk your shit how you talk your shit. But when you saying, when you got, they asked him, Mason Cam asked him several times about, would you fight Ryan? Would you fight Tank, the Shakurs, the Crawford? They asked him everything. He never once gave one straight answer about fighting any of those guys. And you believe him? Man, good luck to you, bro. Good luck. T.O. got you fooled, but I'm no fool, man. T.O. gotta really stand on business. And the fact that Top Rank is letting you know what it is because he on the sideline says all I need to know. You can't argue your way out of that. There's no talking point to explain why Teofimo didn't just have a fight this past September that just passed, right? At the end of the month. He literally is in his own way right now. Can't make it up. But yeah, keep arguing and convincing yourself he want to fight Crawford than anybody else that he don't really want to fight. You got and I'm standing on this and I'm done with it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, that allowed George Kambosos to beat him will ever beat Terence Crawford as long as he is boxing. That is Teofimo included. Never. Nobody that ever lost to Kambosos is beating Terence Crawford. And all BS aside, weight classes aside, even though that's going to be a mountain for him to jump, he ain't cracking like that at 140, but he's going to jump to additional weight classes and knock out Terence Crawford within 8 or 9 rounds, how he said. Yeah, okay. That should make a lot of sense. So my message to T.O., man, stand on business, take the opportunities that Top Rank is providing you with and make the most out of them. If you really want to fight Terence Crawford, 154 is waiting. I'm pretty sure if you put yourself in position, he wouldn't turn it away. You get what I'm saying? But he know you clout chasing, which is why you got the reaction that you got from him. He know you really don't want to fight him. And he telling you to stop using my name. So if you don't really want to fight, don't use my name and don't be disrespectful. That's what he's doing. So nah, he don't want to fight. And, shout out to Cam and Mase. Good job, good questions. But nothing changes with T.O. He left that interview spending more time being disrespectful and talking about all this other shit than, I want to fight him. Not once in that half hour or more that he was up on the show did we really get the notion that he wants to fight somebody. That's the thing. You cannot make arguments for guys wanting to fight top-level opposition when they're moving away from it. There's no argument you can make. There's nothing to back it. You don't have to say, well, he's doing X, Y, and Z, and he's positioning himself. He literally had an opportunity to fight Elvis Rodriguez, who we just seen fight, I think it was this past Friday. Elvis Rodriguez, Kenneth Sims Jr., another underrated 140, and Raymond Moratai, who would have had to come up to 140 to fight him, said no to all of them and said, I'll fight Steve Claggett with 7 losses. Oh, but after I beat Steve Claggett, I get an opportunity to fight Brian Norman and Devin Haney, and you say no to both of them. But yeah, I want Crawford though. Yeah, I don't want the fights that Top Rank giving me. I want to make my own fight because nah. The man literally told you he earned the right to dictate fights. Pretty much, he's telling you he earned the right to pick. So my thing is, you can't make an argument for a guy that's not moving right, and it's not hard to understand. It's just what it is, right? I could be like anybody else and shit on him, tear him down, talk about how trash he is and how Kambosos beat him up and embarrassed him. Nah, I'm just telling you, he need to stop selling wolf tickets and get in the ring. We appreciate your talent. We want to see you in there with the top 140 pounders. We appreciate you. I loved being wrong about seeing him beat up Josh Taylor. I like to be wrong, like damn T.O. styling because he younger. T.O. at the top of his game, in my opinion, is better for the sport. So when he won, I gave him his just due 2 times over because I was glad to see it for him. I'm like, okay, now you got to win like this. That should propel you to want to fight everybody, right? In your mind, you beat the undisputed guy that nobody else beat. So that should have made you say, look, not only am I the king because I beat him, I'm going to knock off the rest of these other champions and collect the belts the right way and call yourself the king. Not beat one guy that held all the belts at one point and be like, yeah, I beat everybody. I'm the king. None of these guys are doing nothing. That's foolish. So shout out to Tio. Tighten up, smarten up. Use that Canelo Alvarez connection to your advantage. Learn from him and Eddie Reynoso. Add some shit to your game. Pick up another trainer. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing and really become the takeover. That's my message to him. You dig? So shout out to Teal. I don't dislike him. I don't like the way he think and the way he speaks a lot of times, but every now and then he'll say something that's intelligent, that's real. But all I want to hear from him is that, you know, I'm going to face these other champions at 140, or I'm going to move up to 147 or 54 and be great up there. That's all. But the wolf tickers got to stop because time is going to reveal all, right? You see me sitting here saying all this stuff. When you see time keep going by and you find him on the sideline, and then when he come back and it's a lesser guy, or he next thing you know, this issue with Top Rank festers and grows into something different. Don't say I didn't tell you, because he on the side being difficult because he think he's earned the right to dictate and carefully select and handpick fights. You know what I'm saying? And don't nobody want to do that for their money. So, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. Opulent LDTV, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Time to tell, yeah, selling them wolf tickets that people ain't buying. So again, shout out to him, but you got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mike Smith was good with it, bro. Yeah, he is. Kello was good with it, my guy. Just want Keyshawn to get his hands on TL, see what happened. Yeah, man. Me personally, I would love to see Keyshawn get that smoke with TL. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I know sparring is sparring and not much happened there. But I just think some guys, when they spar certain fighters, they get an opportunity to gauge and feel their energy. And they just don't want to fight them. Like, think about it. Look at where they had that little interaction with T.O. was reading the book. And Keyshawn was kind of checking his temperature, like, man, I ain't, you know, what's up with you, basically, right? And he telling them don't call him out after fights and all this. And then when they calling him out in the gym, he throwing other fighters in the mix. He don't be wanting to fight. I think who was it? I think Hitchens was talking about fighting him. And then he started talking about Gary Antoine Russell. Like, this dude, the nerve of him to think that somebody call you out, you can throw another fighter in there and say, well, you got to go through him to get to me. Like, you can't make that call. I think Hitchens stylistically would beat T.O. because he got the kind of style that'll give him a headache. A box, hit and not get hit, box, be on the back foot, use the ring. He'll be a headache. A consistent jab, a good jab, Hitchens would be problems for T.O. Notice his energy towards those pure boxers is going to be all disrespect. He's not going to want to get in there. Jermaine Ortiz ruined that. The Sandor Martins of the world ruined that. He don't want to fight them. He's seen a couple boxers, and anybody that box and move and don't just come forward and allow him to look a certain way, he don't want to fight him. That's real. That's what it is. That's what that guy is doing. I think I don't think he's ruined physically from the Cambosis fight. I think his mental has been disrupted, to say the least, right? The way his confidence is shaken now to me. Like, he took that loss and he's taken a challenge or two since then, but it's not the same. He's taking winnable fights, pretty much gimmies, setup fights, showcase fights, stay busy fights, and then dressing them up as top tier challenges. That's frustrating as hell. That's all I'm saying. Steve Claggett ain't no bum or nothing like that. He got way more wins than he had losses. Wasn't no bum, but he had 7 losses, I believe. That's not somebody that you should be seeking out actively, T.O. Respect to you. Respect your craft, man. Respect yourself. You know what I mean? The hell with us right now. Respect yourself. You've gotten to a point in your career because you don't have the right people in place, in my opinion, that you believe your own lies. You really believe you the man. You believe you the king. You believe nobody wants to fight you. I think he really starting to believe this shit when in fact it is you not wanting to fight these other people. That shit is tripping me out. Nope. Nah, Kello. And again, he was supposed to have a date September, I think they said the 27th, but he ruined the date because he ain't take no fight. You know what I'm saying? Now you out here beefing with your promoter, and not because like they trying to do you dirty. They trying to put you in position and you don't want it. They offering you fights in another weight class for titles. You cloud chasing the Crawford thing that I think if you really wanted to do, ain't nobody gonna stop you. really do that. You get what I'm saying? He don't want the smoke. The Devin Haney smoke, Turkey Al-Sheikh, and he complaining about getting money. What we know is Turkey Al-Sheikh was being fair with the money and getting people paid, everybody was saying, right? So why wouldn't you want that opportunity as well? But when they ask you about it and hear you lie. And I respect Bill Haney jumping right on that and exposing you, bro. You lying. That fight was offered to you a little while back and you said no. It's all coming out now. So he ain't announced no fight. He's still on the sideline, and it's looking like it ain't gonna be no different. It ain't gonna change, bro. It ain't gonna change. You learned that from Canelo fighting Ryder, who has 7 losses. So Teal went at the Claggett, still look bad. That's what I'm saying. And look, I even gave him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he looked bad per se, but I think when the consensus or the thought process, the energy, when you handpick a guys that you're supposed to destroy them, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciated his punch output, and I think that was some of the, I think that fight he landed the most punches he ever landed in his career. So I don't think he looked bad per se, but you just supposed to have your way if you out here scouting and carefully selecting opponents, opposition. People expect you to walk through them. You know what I mean? Especially if you talking about knocking out guys with the skill level and talent of Terence Crawford, you should be able to get rid of a Steve Claggett. I believe he stopped before a time once or twice with 7 losses. You should be able to get rid of that type of guy. Sandor Martin shouldn't have you struggling, having you looking that bad. Like Terence Crawford can emulate and do a lot of that boxing stuff that gave you a headache that Sandor was doing. Terence Crawford can do that shit at a higher level, more consistently, with more umph on it, more punching power behind it. Like, that's not a safe clout chase, bro. That's the wrong tree to bark up. And 1,000,000%, let me be clear on this. If he was serious about it, I respect it, because it'll be an entertaining fight. I would respect it. It's not one I don't think he'll win, but I would respect it. I just don't believe him, because I got, like I said, the evidence, a list of fighters that he's out here saying no to, and those guys are not on the Crawford's level. So we always speak about how it's levels in boxing, and I don't believe you just willing to go from where you've been fighting at the level to a Terence Crawford. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? But again, he's proved me wrong once, right? Tio's proved me wrong once. Maybe it proved me wrong again. We'll see. But this is no slight, no shade, no hate towards him. I just want him to stand on the things that he be saying, right? And that's with any fighter. Stop selling us the wolf tickets and the dream. Stop lying to the people and making it seem like nobody wants to fight you. You know what I mean? So that's all. Keyshawn's talking real smooth to him. Yeah, man. Face on the eye was on swole. You know it, bro. TM, shout out to my guy. So I think Tio's trying to be the young lion who wants to come and take all the glory, the old lions to avoid fighting his peers. Hey, but I wouldn't even be mad at that road, Mr. Improv, if he was serious. Because hey, Terence Crawford ain't no easy pickings for nobody, right? He's no easy pickings for nobody. So, man, you gotta you gotta respect that. If you going up there to just fight all quality top, the old lions that's like champions still, but older guys, I respect it, because those are tough challenges. But it's tough because I don't think you want to do that. I think it's safe to call those people out. Nobody's really demanding that you fight them, but the guys that we are demanding you to fight, you can say the reason I don't want to fight these guys because I want Crawford, and you can keep saying that until that excuse get old. But to me, it's been old. You know what I mean? It's been old. It's been old. And man, yeah, man, you want to ignore it, bro. Like, until you say something that's worth reading, you ain't got my attention. My attention costs money, man. Technique was good with it. Teofimo will keep proving people wrong, that hate on them wrong, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think nobody hate on him though, bro. I think any hate that he get, I ain't gonna say all of it. Every fighter get their fair share of it, right? I think a lot of the criticism that he's got, especially in recent memory, is a direct result of his decision making. You get what I'm saying? I like to be proven wrong. He proved me wrong once against Josh Taylor. Shit, do it again against somebody else. Go fight a Devin Haney. Go be serious about fighting Terence Crawford. Go chase down one of these other champions in your weight class. You can't just continue to try to say none of these dudes is on your level. He really said that in that interview. None of these dudes is on his level. And by what standard? What are you backing that off? None of these dudes lost to no C-level guy. and Cambosis. None of these dudes lost to no title holder, no split decision king. You trash Devin Haney, but y'all got a common opponent. He beat him up handily for 2 fights straight while you struggled and got knocked down and looked suspect. So it's different, bro. It's different. It's different. It's different, man. Tank is a good fighter, but I want to see some real smoke at 135. That we all there. We all there. Nah, bro, you just don't never have nothing good to add, and you got that. You giving me feminine energy because you want to argue, where it's not nothing to argue about. You see, notice how everybody else is part of the build, and I could just read and we keep going. I don't tell nobody how to think, but when you just being a disruption, I gotta ignore you because you don't got nothing good to add. You're not making no points, and nobody agrees what you think about that. So, got to give you the silent treatment, man. Too much ducking on Teo. Yeah, Teo he's going away from the smoke as far as Tank fighting, the real smoke at 35. Like I said, man, I think he was showing y'all that. They said he wouldn't fight a guy like Frank Martin. He fought him, knocked him out. Said he was ducking Loma back in the day. He chased Loma down actively now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta, we gotta put it into this proper context, or we're gonna keep saying the same stuff, right? We all want the best fighting the best. And nothing short of that. But like I said, I think in this particular instance, he was trying to give us one of the best available matchups. And like I said, Loma and his team, they had other plans. You know what I'm saying? They had other plans. You get me? Now, you just weird dude. How old are you, by the way, yo? How old are you? You either an old, lonely guy or a young, silly guy. Over here, see, that's how I know you ain't learned nothing by being on this channel. It's not, I don't have boxing conversations to sit up and agree and disagree with people. You're a fool. Anybody that disagrees with opinion just to state their own is a fool to me. There's nothing to argue with. There's plenty of channels if you want to debate and argue, but this ain't that. Your talking points are weak, and it make me think you just come here just to argue. Like, you're not trying to be this channel is for building on boxing, not just disagreeing and going back and forth because you don't get attention at home. I mean, if you want to argue with somebody, I suggest you go do it with your female at home. You know what I mean? So again, back to the Tank smoke. Like I said, we all want that stuff for him, right? But these fighters gotta do their part, right? When Loma has an opportunity to negotiate and make a unification, you gotta do what fighters do and take that opportunity. You get what I'm saying? So we wouldn't be having these conversations like what we having now. You get what I'm saying? If he was fighting Loma in November or December, like they was supposed to fight, right? Nobody would be saying nothing. So I think as long as he continued to show me his focus is aimed at the top guys, the other champions, I ain't tripping. So Lamont Roach is just a product of them salvaging the date and keeping their fighter active. Respectfully, I think he he came into the mix because, just timing, what I mean? Timing and the business doing what it do. Other guys being tied up or off the table for one reason or another. And there you go. You know what I'm saying? So just got to see what it is. You know what I mean? Let the fight happen. It's been a year to upset. We've seen a lot of upsets, unexpected outcomes, and we've seen that stuff through the years. So, you know what I mean? A proven champion, guy that's proven to, be a champion and hold down the belt. I'll give him a chance to go in there and compete. You know what I mean? But it's just going to be too many, it's just not too many people you're going to stack him up against at this point that you feel like can really beat him. And when people don't see one of those guys on the other end of the ring, it leaves a lot of room for criticism and complaining. You know what I'm saying? Just a good dude, agreeing everything about boxing. Yeah. It's like I'm not a agree or disagree guy. I don't tell people I disagree with them, but I've noticed, like, I've never seen you. I've let you come back and talk so many times. I've never seen you change your energy. I've never seen you have anything to add. You just like a old fool to me. Gotta be an old fool. Man. I'm really considering blocking you permanently and just leaving it at that. So we're going to see how the rest of the stream go. I'm going to give you a chance to make it, but people that don't have nothing to add got the most to say. Like, somebody that's as opinionated as you are, you should be supporting the channel, not just running your mouth. You should be supporting the channel, not just talking, running your mouth. You get what I'm saying? I don't care about nobody disagreeing. disagreeing is good for conversation because it might be somebody else in the chat that agree with what you're saying. But in this case, I think you by yourself with that one. You know what I mean? 704 Joe, what happened to Tank's 5-man hit list? I think that hit list is still intact. I do, but I think it's tough sometimes to give hit lists, right? And it's the reasoning for it. Because and when you construct these hit lists, a lot of shit, damn near everything got to go your way for you to get these fights, right? And it's so many variables and moving parts, so many things that's out of your control. It's tough to say it, right? Like you could have had Loma on your hit list, which you probably did, but then you see what Loma do. Could have had Shakur on your hit list, but you see how he got injured. See how he that space where you were negotiating left room for other guys to do other things. So again, now when Loma says no, initially your plan B might be that guy over there, but then now he's tied up. So it's like now you went from a plan B to a C, possible D, and so on and so forth. It's just like that. So that's why it's tough to construct those so-called hit lists, because it's hard to control all of that stuff, right? To get these people in there. You know what I'm saying? So I really think they was trying to give us one of the best fights. I do. And I think this is a byproduct of not being able to do that. So like I think it get to a point where you like, you know what? We can no longer give them the absolute best fight. Like a unification is outside of our control now. We can't do it. So we're gonna try to go with the next best thing. And then, like I said, not only that, fill the undercard out the right way and let people just enjoy it, you know? Got the flamethrower on right now. Floyd Beast taking 2024 defense won his fights. Yeah, man. It was currently available to fight on that. None of them missed the Empire, and that's what people don't believe it. I've been listening to a lot of different takes. I hear people making good arguments, but it's just tough to continue to blame somebody for something that he's not fully in control over, right? It's very simple for me to make sense out of. But we'll see what happens, man. I think they've been on a mission to try to move him in the right direction and therefore give us fights that we truly want to see. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta let it happen and see where we go from here, what we get out of this, you know, for not taking any pro. Hell no, he ain't a Kello, he ain't stupid. He'll get that, it'll be dangerous for him to try to fight somebody at this point. I mean, see Bud do. Oh, so let's keep building, man. Let's keep building. You know, all opinions is welcome. I don't care about nobody disagreeing, but over here, I just got a different train of thought. There's no sense to disagree with what somebody is saying unless you got some facts that, you know, to back up what you're saying. Other than that, you just chasing your tail. But let's keep rocking, man. So like I said, Teofimo, show improve, stand on business, be the takeover. You got a lot of people that'll rock with you if you just get out there and fight the fights. You ain't even got to win them all. Just fight the fights and stop painting everybody as a duck. Ain't nobody trying to avoid fighting Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Casanova was good with it. But let's talk about it, man. So I've heard this before I got here today about Charlo being back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? He been, you know, teasing his comeback. You know, since he went up there and took that fight at 68, he been kind of out of sight, out of mind. It'd be good to see him get back in the mix. And now I'm hearing that it's a lot of different things you was hearing. You was hearing Fundora and Spence, right? Fundora promoter came out and spoke about, his manager came out and spoke about you know, making the Spence fight the most lucrative fight for him. But then you hear them backtrack and say they focus is Crawford. You hear Crawford say they don't want to fight. It's been all over the place, right? So now I'm hearing, you know, based on this little clip, somebody else validate that they've been hearing about these Charlo rumors with Fundora. All of these fights are good fights, man. It's unfortunate because I don't know where this leaves Errol Spence at. I hear people keep talking about his return, but when is he going to return and who is it going to be against? So it's going to be tough, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, for facts, for sure. For sure. Shout out to my guys, man. BJ33, man. Everybody in the building, man. We ain't done yet. Like I said, yeah, it's okay to disagree, bro, but I don't go there because most people don't know how to disagree without making it a personal argument. Like, you know what I mean? Just build. Just say how you feel about what I'm talking about. I disagree with that because I think, It's just pointless. Like, just build. But said if the money is right, he wouldn't fight McGregor in the cage. If the money's right, he would fight him in the cage. It's on Fight Hype 4 years ago. That's crazy that happened 4 years ago. But I mean, real quick, briefly, we're gonna talk about it because then I'm gonna play the clip for the Charlo and Fundora. I hear shout out to the boxing voice, but yeah, McGregor said something about a 2-fight deal, like, and you know, they've been talking about this, and they've even asked Canelo about a Conor McGregor fight. Let's get
Crawford is very slick. He also has a wrestling pedigree. So we're talking back and forth. It's like a 2-fight deal. Like Crawford, they're talking to me here about you and me. A 2-fight deal, MMA first, boxing second. I said, I know you have an extensive background and balls the size of a Bengali tiger. They're asking for a fight. It's going to be hundreds of millions on the line. What's up? And he goes, I don't want to take a kick, or I don't fancy taking a kick off Conor McGregor, he said. I don't know what's happening. There's loads of things on the table. Very exciting announcements are coming from McGregor Sports and Entertainment and Riyadh season. Very, very huge.
And that is interesting that with Riyadh season in the mix, you hear all these potential possibilities just get thrown out there. Crawford and McGregor, like what? He's saying it's a 2-fight deal on the table to fight Crawford and McGregor is weird, bro. So it's just wild. WBO just gave Bud a 10-day extension, negotiate with Fundora before it goes to purse bid. I wonder where he fight him and just let the belt go. I wonder. I just hear too much. It's like, I was like, what are you gonna do, man? I just wish we knew more. I wish dudes were a little more decisive. Cash Sports was good with it, and appreciate you too, Queen, because I did see somebody talking about that. But it just goes to show you how none of this information be solid, right? It just changed from day to day, man. 1 minute is Errol Spence, then it's Crawford and Fundora. Then it's Errol Spence again, then it's Crawford, right? Now you hear Jermell, Charlo name being thrown in the mix. And I just want to see him back at 54 because I think it's going to be fun, man. It'll be a big Mayweather McGregor. That'd be crazy. Don't do it, bud. The cage is very different from wrestling now. Hell no, that should be wild. Don't do it. So boxing, like I said, look, they asked Canelo about this fight as well.
The other event across town put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comment.
Are you open to fighting Conor McGregor next year?
Yeah, why no? And then we show boxing is better. Easy, way easy money. Oh, at the time I want. 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever I want.
¿Te gustaría enfrentar a Floyd Mayweather otra vez?
Sí, claro que sí. Me encantaría tener la oportunidad de quitarme la espinita. Obviamente sabemos que ya no va a suceder, pero sí, me hubiera encantado.
Yeah, you would love to get rid of that little thorn. You would never be able to beat Floyd, bro. You just can't beat Floyd. But you see how, look, I played this to just show y'all how people go back and forth. You get what I'm saying? Like, look at this. Like, he say 1 minute, he say the fight still could happen. Then he say when they ask him about it, he say no comment. Then he say if the money is right, this. Then he talk about fighting Conor McGregor. My thing is, if you can entertain fighting Conor McGregor, why the hell you can't fight Terence Crawford? Like, if you worried about credit, right? And this is how you know guys just be talking. If you was worried about you not getting credit for fighting Crawford, what kind of credit you think they're going to give you for beating up Conor McGregor after he got stopped by Floyd, after getting his leg broke, toe broke, not stopped in the UFC, all this stuff all these years later? What kind of credit you think they're going to give you for fighting him right now, since it's credit that you worried about, right? Ain't that what he said? What kind of credit will you get for beating up Terence Crawford? It's not credit that you worried about. It's the challenge, in my opinion, right? And not being scared to challenge yourself, but just lazy complacency. Like, it's settled in. This dude don't want to fight guys that really want to fight him. He'd rather catch guys that he can, fight on the way up, maybe some knockouts. He can sell that fight and take advantage of that. But he don't really want to fight these guys that want to fight him back. And I think that's for good reason, for obvious reasoning. You know what I mean? He's very talented. Dude gonna always be a top guy. I think, as long as he in boxing, his name gonna ring bells. But, that selective picking and choosing stuff is just never gonna you know, it's never gonna go over well with the fans. You know what I mean? Near 50 went last 6 rounds with this version of Canelo. I mean, shit. I mean, that's not saying much though, because at 34, what is Canelo 34? Like he won't even fight a Benavidez. It's like what, 26, 27? You get what I'm saying? He won't even fight the guys that's active, and you see what Floyd did to him when he was an active fighter. So yeah, he would get no points for beating a 50-year-old Floyd though. None. But we gotta see, man. So these talks been back and forth, man, from the McGregor stuff and, you know, the Crawford, and I just want these dudes to fight at some point, man. If y'all gonna fight. You know, don't keep teasing the people. If you really gonna get this dude a chance to go in there and prove it against you, then go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you will get a lack of credit. Like, it's not about that at this point. You know what I'm saying? How much credit did you get for beating Edgar Berlanga? Ain't nobody talking, you know what I mean? Nobody look at you like you went out there and did something that they expected you not to do. So again, when he say it's about credit, I just call BS on it. I don't think so. I think it's more so about him not wanting to take certain challenges at this point in his career. And you know where Teo gets it from. Yeah, hanging with him. You say her easy money. Yeah, you know Canelo is one of his idols, man. Canelo's one of his idols, so. My bad. Somebody sent something to me. Crawford has a chance against Canelo if he can run around the ring. I'll point him. I don't got to run if he can box and move and avoid them kill shots from Canelo and them big heavy counters. Man, StreamYard tripping on your boy. Tripping on me. All right, we back. Please, no exhibition fight. Nah, hell no. Yeah, listen, I think he understands full well that Crawford is a challenge. And like I said, it's not a matter of being scared or fearful. It's that dude might make him have to get out of bed more than he's willing to. He might be more of a challenge than he's willing to take at this point. He might be more of a puzzle to figure out than what Canelo Alvarez is leading you on to believe, right? So I think with those things being said, like you just won't see him in the ring with him, right? You know what I'm saying? Hindar was good with it. So I think that's what it is, right? I think he's confident against anybody, but it's just a matter of if he wants to do it. He want to get out of bed for that challenge. It's the same thing with Benavidez. Stylistically, I think that's a nightmare matchup for him, and I don't think it's something that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Hendog said, "Bud outboxing Canelo." Listen, I don't deny that he can. I don't deny that he can. I don't put it past him, bro. Bud is a hell of a fighter, for real, for real. He really is. I know a lot of people probably they feel the way they feel, but that dude can scrap. I don't understand why you can't blame him for the moves of every other fighter, yo. What is he supposed to make dudes cancel their plans, man? Yeah, trip. Yeah, they don't like that Errol Spence loss, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Errol losing it, but hell no, he lost to one of the best fighters in the world, bro. No shame at all in that shit, man. I mean, I respect him for sticking around and give us that fight, knowing it was against his best interest to take that fight at that weight class. He still did it, and I'm gonna forever respect him for it. I'm gonna forever respect him for it. But look, man, the McGregor thing, the only reason I really brought that up, y'all, because if they're both entertaining, and not both really, right? If you hear Crawford, it's a deal on the table for him to fight McGregor in the cage and in the ring. That's crazy. But if Canelo could say, he'll think about it, or, 1 round, 2 round, 3, or you might as well fight a Terence Crawford. And that's why I told y'all, people just speak differently depending on the moment. It's not about credit for him. It's about what he wants. That's all it is. He letting it be known. I do what I want, whatever I want. So that's what you getting for Canelo. If he wanted to fight you, then he'll fight you. If not, then, and that's what we getting right now. You talking about Conor? He say easy money, looking for nothing but and that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. So it's not about credit, LaMarcus. You feel me? When he say what kind of credit will I get, dude? That's not the real reason you won't fight him. It's just he mess around and I'm telling you, put together a game plan, because nothing in my mind makes me think Bud Crawford all of a sudden don't have the legs to be able to move. I don't believe that. I don't believe that to be the case at all. So, look, if he get the fight, I'll watch it. But if not, then look, it's fights at 54 for him to make. You know what I mean? And like I said, don't do the cage, but hell nah, not the cage though. The cage is wild. You know what time it was, Tay. Yeah, I'm telling you, Bud got them paws, man. I'm telling you, got some paws on him. He got some paws. But look, I was, I always do my skimming, and I had seen this. I meant to bring this up the other day, but I had seen this little clip on the Boxing Voice, and them talking about
Errol ain't going with Fundora. Jermell Charlo is training to come back and claim his title in recess for the WBC. So it might end up being, and I got it from a great source, Errol ain't going with Fundora. Jermell Charlo is training to come back and claim his title in recess for the WBC. So it might end up being, and I got it from a great source, it might end up being Jermell Charlo against Fundora. Errol ain't in the picture. Plus, on this Monday, the WBO is going to order the purse bid on Terence Crawford and Fundora, which is going to lead probably for Crawford to left the title, the 154 titles, right? And guess what? Jermell Charlo is the champion in recess in both organizations, WBA and WBC. And he is on training right now as we speak. It looks like it's going to probably end up Jermell Charlo and Fundora.
Man, I hope y'all was able to hear that. It was lagging a little bit on my end. But you see that Jermell was a champion in recess, and I think they're gonna have some things to sort out with him getting back into the mix, man. Because you got to think he gonna fit somewhere right around the top of the division. So it's fights to be made, man. At this point, I don't care who they mix and match at 54, because it's all good fights. If Errol fight Fundora, we get to get the questions answered that we all, got about Errol Spence. What he got left, what he gonna look like, right? So if that fight happens, that's cool. If Terence Crawford fights him, that's an interesting matchup in and of itself too. Terence Crawford fights him, it's a good fight. It's a weird matchup, you know what I mean? Jermell Charlo gets in the mix, he gets a Fundora fight. Tim Tszyu, is so many fights that could be mixed and matched up at 154 that I just want to see what Bud Crawford next move is going to be. If it's not Canelo, are you going to try to, chase some titles at 54 and be great down there? It's Jermell Charlo going to get right back in the mix and start, and pressure on people, because he was the guy there, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody beat him there still. So, we got to see. And them thin-ass gloves, yeah, Bug can box and move, man. I'm telling you. Go after that WBA, Mel. I'm telling you, man. Look, I want to see Mel Charlo back in the mix. That's a good sign for boxing, bro. We need Mel Charlo back in the mix. Tim Layton was good, Tim. How you feeling, bro? Dorian about to pass up Earl Payday. That's what I was thinking too, bro. But we keep hearing all this different stuff. And you see how Aisha mentioned how they gave Bud in them 10 days to, you know, come to some type of agreement, or it's going to go on the purse bid. They gave him an extension. So I just don't know how all of that stuff is going to get sorted out. But it's like no matter what they order and try to facilitate, the fighters still have to say yes, right? Is Bud going to say yeah? I just want to know what's going to happen. It's a mess, it look like a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know who's going to say yes to what and who's going to end up in the ring. Because if anybody but Errol Spence get Fundora, right, then what does that mean for Errol? Who do he fight coming back? And how much longer does that keep him out the ring if he don't get a fight with Fundora? You know what I'm saying? So it's weird because you got the WBA and I mean, who is WBO in the mix giving them the extension? So it's a mess to sort out for real. I don't know which direction these dudes gonna go. Like I said, because you heard Fundora people kind of play both sides. Like they said, they went from speaking about getting their fighter the most lucrative opportunity out there, which will obviously be an Errol Spence fight, to them saying, remember, I talked about it. They said their focus was all on Crawford. Their focus was Crawford. So they creating a bit of the mess too because they playing on both sides. 1 minute is Errol Spence, and that's what y'all focus on now. Is y'all focus is Crawford, and you see the WBO granting extensions for the fight to be made. So I don't know what's going to happen out of all of that at 54, but with Mel Charlo back in the mix, it can't do nothing but heat up. Can't do nothing but heat up. Yeah, man. Kello, I want to see what he got left, man. I want to see if because we know he made some good money in that Canelo fight. We know that. So, like, did he vacation too long? Did he take too much time off? And can he bounce back at the level that he was performing at before he left? Because you got to think, what was his last fight at 54? The Castaño rematch? You know what I'm saying? Look how he finished that off. So he left 54 hot. That's why I know it's tough to turn down the opportunity to fight Canelo, especially a guy that you want to fight for so long. So I can understand his reasoning for taking it, but I just hope that loss or that fight and the time off combined didn't put him in a position to not still be hungry. Because if Jermell Charlo is hungry, I want to see it, bro. Like, remember, man, y'all know I'm the clip king. That's why I be keeping these old clips in here. Y'all remember this energy, man. If Mel Charlo come back with this energy, y'all
what
give
you
him
gotta do. Like, it's not my fault that you can't. Hey, they got some studs though. Al Heyman only.
Hold on.
And then
I want to see this. I want to see this energy from Mel Charlo when he was on the show with Brian Custer, spaz it out.
And then do what you gotta do. Like, it's not my fault that you can't. Hey, they got some studs though. Al Heyman only gonna sign the best of the best to me personally. You got Ennis, you got Garcia, you got Thurman, you got people making a name for themselves in your own weight division. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. I ain't here to play no games and I don't get paid for overtime. So it's cool, you know, run around with your family and love your family, bro, because this is how we doing it for. We're doing it for our family, but I take it all personal. This is a personal sport to me because I'm the only one in that ring when I get ready to match him up. So I don't see him beating me with the skills that I have and how hard I really go and how hard I train and what I really get in myself. He barely doing the stuff that I was doing in 2010.
Man, give me. If Mel coming with that type of energy, man, sure, get him in the ring, bro.
But
if
Crawford already
Mel
said,
coming
hey,
back
look,
like that,
Errol Spence,
put him in.
I've been wanting that fight for the longest. If he don't want to fight me, then I want to fight Jermell Charlo, Brian Castaño winner. What's your take on that?
How about he do what's best and go fight Errol Spence then? Shut up, take a little bit less money, Be quiet, humble yourself, and fight Earl Spencer, a stud. Do what he say, and then you might be the challenger sometimes. These people don't know how to do that. They don't know how to be the challenger. That's his problem. He think he too high up on the horse.
This the
Bob
man
Arum
I
don't
miss
give a
right
damn
here
about him.
talking
Bob
that
Arum
talk.
told him to his face. He done got lawsuits with his own promoter. You ain't worth shit to me, for real. That mean the man didn't really care about you anyways. You should have just shut up, made the right decision with your people that love you.
Man, yeah, you give me that, man. I just like when Mel be talking. Ennis, man, I love to see him up at 54. I really would, man. If he can't get the fights moving forward at 47, give it to me, man. He cut himself off, be the challenges sometimes, right? Mel was just talking. I just like that energy. That's why I played that. Y'all know that's the old clip with before Crawford and Spence had fought when they was going back and forth. But like I said, I play that for a reason because you had that energy and that back and forth between them. Remember, he was like, man, it's different up here. Like you mess around, get knocked out. Like he said, do Crawford dirty, come up there. So now you fast forward to today, Crawford is now up there in his division, got one of the straps, and he in position to come back being champion in recess and get back in the thick of things. So look, that fight would be a great fight at 54. That's why I say it ain't got to be no Canelo or bust for me for Crawford, but it's matchups to make at 54. And they all make sense. They all will be entertaining. Like I said, Fundora makes a good fight with anybody just because he a freakishly tall guy for the weight class, and he like to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? So he'll make a good fight with anybody. Earl's interesting. I wonder, do he come back at 54 or 60 if he come back? You know, it's a lot to consider, but 54, I think, is it kind of cooled off when Charlo moved. Up a bit because that's in the meantime. Like But I don't know, man. Maybe I gotta reset something, man, because I don't know why my signal look a little funny. But man, back to what I was saying though. So we gotta see. 154 is full of talent, full of good matchups. Let's see who land the Fundora fight at this point. It's crazy because that's what it seemed like. Is it gonna be Errol Spence? Is it gonna be Terence Crawford? Is it gonna be Charlo? Something tells me I doubt the Charlo fight because he'd be coming right out the mix into that fight. I don't know if he'll take that fight coming straight back, but we'll see. We'll see. But real quick, let me run through some stuff real quick, y'all. Yeah, man, I seen this crap right here, man, from Kid Austin's father. No, this got to be his father. This can't be Kid Austin talking this way. Talking about Tank ducked him for Lamont Roach. That's exactly why people look at him as, somebody that shouldn't be operating this man's social media, because you using his social media and his following to facilitate your thoughts, and it's not genuine. When people reach out, they're not even talking to the fighter, they're talking to you. And you say you keep his phone and run his socials, and your reasoning for it, I understand it to a degree, but if you're gonna operate and use it as if you're him, then it makes it confusing. And now Tank ducks you for Lamont Roach is like it's a joke. It's a joke. You get what I'm saying? You yourself said you were like 2 years away from that fight. So what in hell possessed you to think that he was going to select you, being over there on Golden Boy, to try to make a fight with you when you're not even in position to do so? You know what I mean? It might make a good fight, but the blowback that he would get from it would be crazy. Like the fight, reach all the way back and fight you. You ain't even put yourself in position to compete for no title. So I think that's what's turning people off. All of that, accusing everybody of being a duck, knowing that that's not the case. It just ain't your time yet. So I say, if your son is really who you say he is, he's going to keep winning, and he's going to be able to position himself eventually for that fight. You don't have to convince the world that Tank is ducking you or he picked Lamont Roach over you. Lamont Roach is an actual champion, got the experience, got 27 fights in. You know what I mean? I think that's a more sellable fight than a guy that ain't even out of that contender space yet. So, you know what I mean? You got to fight a guy that ain't even been a champion and put him on pay-per-view. It'll be a tough sell, so it don't make sense. So, shout out to Kid Austin. I like him as a talent, but his pops be tripping sometimes, man. He really do. Really, really do. So we'll see what materializes, man. I think Floyd Schofield just got to keep winning. One more thing, y'all, I wanted to bring up before we left up out of here. I don't know if y'all seen, the list that was put out, some, Trailblazers list, and how they typically do our fighters. One of the people that they happen to slight is none other than Claressa Shields, man, the GOAT. If she's not a Trailblazer, if she's not on that list, I don't know what kind of list you got going on. You know what I mean? She got too much going on. Wait, the accomplishments speak for itself. She asked the question, do she got to run down her resume? No, you really don't, because they know what it is. They know what your accolades are at this point. They know what you stand for. They know you blazed the trail that's quite different than what any other female fighter has done. And that's with much respect to every other fighter before you or after you. It just ain't nobody quite done it the way she's done in 12, 13 fights, conquering the different weight classes. Like it's easy to see, being a much bigger, fighter than, shout out to Amanda Serrano. She is the real deal, and she's special. But those 2 Olympic gold medals, that's history that you just can't skim over. And then when she hit the scene fighting, just beating these girls that had far more pro experience than she did, and just wiping the floor. Like, she don't have close fights. And arguably, like, she just head and shoulders above the competition. Is different. You know what I mean? Them medals, like I said, it's just, you don't see that all the time. And then she, not only did she accomplish all that and as a, Olympian, she, like I said, she doubled up, then turned pro and followed up with the same type of success, right? Just winning these titles, being undisputed, multiple weight classes. Like, she moved all the way up to heavyweight and knock people out, knock the chick out bad, did her dirty. In a fight, you know, where people say she can't punch, pillow fist this, pillow fist that, and she goes out there and sparks the girl. You get what I'm saying? So she is special in every sense of the word. She's definitely a trailblazer. If they ain't gonna recognize it, we damn sure gonna recognize it over here. And there's no shame in telling her she's great. It's like it tastes like, you know, the taste must be sour, a sour taste when they come out their mouth, where they got to speak on her. Like, she just give her credit, man. She's special. She's proven it. She continue to prove it. Yeah, she talk a lot, but she back it up. And what I like about her is she just don't sit around and wait for people to tell her she great. She go out there and show you she great. She talk about it, then she show you some more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they like that about her, but I appreciate Claressa for what she stand for, man. I'm gonna always rock with her, and they can slide her all they want. We know what she is. Antonio was good, fam. And I got a little clip of her. She has something to say about it.
This Forbes list article got me so hot because in the article he's talking about how, you know, he hasn't agreed with some of my opinions in the past, but this time I'm right, and, you know, and me wanting attention from this, me wanting attention from that, but this time it's
my bad.
This Forbes list article got me so hot because in the article he's talking about how, you know, he hasn't agreed with some of my opinions in the past, but this time I'm right, and, you know, and me wanting attention from this, me wanting attention from that, but this time it's validated. And then he doesn't put any facts in it, and then he goes on to say, oh, I would have rather, even though Claressa spoke up on it and she brought attention to it, which is great, but I would have rather her wait for someone to ask her how she feel about the list before she just responded or whatever. And this is my thing. Why I gotta wait for y'all to ask me something that y'all don't care about? Y'all not gonna ask me. You guys don't care about my accomplishments being overlooked. You guys don't care about me being overshadowed. You know, you guys don't care about my hard work going unnoticed. You guys don't care. So why would I sit there and wait for you guys to acknowledge me? I acknowledge myself.
Way more school
and that's
was
what I
good, brother.
did. And to read this article, and it's all the time about some, oh, you know, yeah, I'm very opinionated, but who's not? You know, and I'm doing something for women's boxing that has never been done before. But to sit there and say that I'm not a trailblazer, first of all, a trailblazer is someone that has longevity.
Shout out to my guy, Crush.
Look that word up. So I'm like, I'm just so tired of people trying to tell me how I should do something. And the fact is, had I not said anything, it would have just rocked out. Everybody would have been cool with me being overlooked. Nobody would have spoke up for me and said anything. I have to do it for myself, like I've been doing my entire career.
Mm-hmm. Right, man. Listen, I respect it. At the end of the day, she right. And you see, they wanted her to wait till somebody asked her. And it's like, it's almost the same thing I was speaking on when it comes to her being great and who she is. They rather her wait until they walk up. Hey, Claressa, you great. Nah, bro, she feels she great. Let her be great. I mean, the stats back it up. I know some of the stuff she could say turn people off, the energy sometimes, but to a large degree, I feel like I understand it, because if you feel like you're coming from a standpoint where you've been slighted, constantly slighted, yeah, you speak up for yourself, because if you ain't gonna do it, nobody else will. So I'm gonna always give her credit where it's due, because she's just that type of talent. She's a special talent, bro. But I mean, to hell with they lists at the end of the day, because those lists be put together by people that show favorites, probably don't really care about the sport that much, and don't really pay attention to what everybody got going on if it's outside of who they see as their favorite or somebody that they want to push. So it is what it is. Claressa, they've been trying it for the longest. They really tried to build Savannah Marshall's career off of amateur win that she should have never gotten. And you should know, like, you know, some of this is to be expected, but I'm always be in support of Claressa, man. I rock with her as a talent, man. You could not like the way she do things, but when it comes to just being a trailblazer in the sport and putting on at the highest level and having that longevity in just 13 fights, seemed like her career had been so much longer than that because of all the accomplishments. So I would tell her just keep doing what she doing, man. The hell with their validation or their recognition, because they continue to do that intentionally. And if they can get you to feel some type of way, then it's probably what they want. So I would say just keep winning, keep beating people up, keep showing why you one of the top people, and you know what I mean. Talk your shit. Man. I mean, be who you are. That's who you are. If you feel like they overlooking you in your next fight, give them a reason to, you know what I mean, not overlook you. You know what I mean? Keep beating ass. Go put out another great performance like you did in your last fight. Go get another knockout or something like that. And you know what I mean? Just keep winning. Hit your team girls to fight. Boy, yeah, I don't like that stuff. I don't like that stuff. But just when it comes to the fighter, yeah, she not going, yeah, that's all. Cause I mean, it's always going to be a bit of a slight, and I think it's intentionally done. But yeah, you're not going to make everybody's list, but it shouldn't matter because, like I said, there's no list that could ever come out that could truly validate what she's done, right? If you know what I mean, her accomplishments will always be able to do that for her. And just one less thing for her to worry about. So just keep being great. We see you, we appreciate you for it, and whether they recognize it or not, you etched in them history books. And like I said, the great thing about watching her fight is damn near every time she fights, she's making history her story. That's just something I always used to say. She turning history into her story, and it's dope. Keep winning, keep being great, keep proving them wrong, and keep and just watch them hate. But sooner or later, I think it gets to a point where you got to give her just due. You got to give her credit. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? But with that, shout out to everybody that stayed to the end of the show. Pardon me for the technical difficulties, man. I think I got to reset my damn modem or something. Or router, should I say, because it's been tripping the whole damn time. But appreciate everybody, man. I keep rocking with your boy. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, shout out to the JBT family. She's still on social media. Yeah, that's what it be. That's what it be. It's that, but you know what? Like, why I don't factor that stuff in? Because notice, Ash, that's only factored in when it's us. You get what I'm saying? When it's us, like they look at all the other stuff outside of the ring that don't pertain to boxing, right? You get what I'm saying? But when it's somebody else, well, she's doing this and that, and you get what I'm saying? Is they always trying to slide us on the list, but we should be used to it. We should damn near expect it at this point, especially coming from some of these people, right? And then when you think about who's in control of these lists, the hell with them, like, you know what I mean? It don't even be people that really care about the sport that much, so hell with it. But as far as a Trailblazers list, I think she blazed the trail much differently, right? With her 2 gold medals, you know what I mean? Becoming undisputed champion in a couple fights. Like she done some things that are truly special for the sport of boxing. But it's like you say, you don't have to be on everybody's list. And who cares, right? You know what I mean? Shouldn't want to be. You know what I mean? Because like I said, at the end of the day, none of it validates her as a fighter. Her, you know what I mean? Her work that she put in is gonna always do that. So they could try to overlook you in certain situations and pass you up and put other people on lists. But at the end of the day, the world know who Claressa Shields is. They know the work that she's put in. And like I said, it's like she's accomplished so much you can never take it from her. Yo, what in the actual fuck is going on? My bad, y'all. I gotta close this now. My StreamYard is really acting up. When she got like 15 fights. Yeah, what is it? 13, 14, one of them. 13, I thought it was 14. But she's done so much in that amount of fights. It's crazy, right? You usually don't see it. You usually don't see that from people, but pardon me, I don't know if y'all still can hear me. I know my StreamYard is tripping out right now, bro. But man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. That hung in there with your boy. Pardon the technical difficulties. I'm gonna have to start my modem or something over. But appreciate everybody that came through, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Tuesday. And we gonna keep building how we always do, y'all. I can't even get you see it from women. I mean, because they have to do more. Yeah. And I think that's where she's coming from, too. She's in a place where, she works twice as hard to get where she got. And I think, when she see her conveniently get overlooked and then you put several people before, it just make you question, right? You see the intent behind it, right? They trying to intentionally slight her, leave her off a list. And that's just sports in general. These writers, they do that intentionally, bro. But keep being great, Claressa, man. Nothing's gonna change that, man. And she just keep winning. But shout out to everybody, man. This app just keep crashing on me right now, and it's pissing me off. But man, again, man, y'all enjoy the rest of this good Tuesday. Like I said, man, I will be all with y'all tomorrow, 4 p.m., man. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure your notifications on and all that good stuff. Hit the like button on the way out. Salute to everybody that hit the super chat, cash app. Much love to all y'all. And we gonna keep building. We gonna close with Oscar if they even let me play the damn video. I mean, not Oscar. Eddie Hearn imitating Oscar. I thought this was pretty funny from Eddie, man.
Segment of the week where I pretend I'm really happy, but I'm burning inside. Come on, AJ, he's the best build fighter of all time. But Golden Boy, who have you got left? Canelo's gone. He hates you. He sued you. Jaime Munguia, you pretend you represent him. You don't. He's gone to Top Rank. Virgil Ortiz sold a couple of thousand tickets and Ryan Garcia's banned. And now you're being sued again by Devin Haney. Have a great day.
No funny stuff. No crazy. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Eddie Hearn got that one off. That was funny. Pardon me for the technical difficulties. This usually don't happen this much, man. But I think we all have our day with StreamYard, man. We burning the airwaves up. But let me play the raffle one more time. And again, we truly appreciate everybody that participate in the raffle. Get your tickets, join the raffle, man. Go win you a 10th generation iPad, Ninja Brand air fryer, them Kenichi Bear headphones, man. Everybody can use a good pair of headphones. Let's get to it, man.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja Brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
And with that, man, y'all make sure y'all all enjoy y'all good Tuesday night, man. I will see all of y'all tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for my good brother BVO. Should be popping on at 8 o'clock, followed by the Rise podcast, family at 9 to close out the day, man. So with that, man, much love. See y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.